It's a boy orgy jacket. I thought it was the PlayStation gray one.
Man, get
in
out
the dark
of here.
light.
Boy orgy? Oh, they're the best.
Oh, it's all about the matching the shoes.
Tim, talk?
What's up?
Oh, what? That's weird. Hold on. I'm not getting audio from you.
Just
I
him.
wonder.
Just him. Kevin coming over to tinker, as he does, with the tinkering.
Fuck me on this.
Probably. It's his favorite thing to do.
Can they hear Joey?
Yeah, they can hear me. Man, that chat text is so small. Makes me feel real old.
It's
when I'm
just
like
small,
squinting to be like, oh, how
They
big is
should
it?
be able to hear you now, Tim Tam.
Can you hear me now? Please
Good.
confirm or deny.
But
They're
there's
on
no way to
such a
know.
big delay. That's the
Kev,
problem.
can you go over there? Can
you
you,
could just check.
pop it up just a little bit?
What is
Can
wrong
you
with your
pump
eye?
up
Are they
the-
getting worse?
pump
Have
up
you
the jam?
gone to the eye doctor?
Pump
Yeah,
up
these are
the
new-
jam.
these are
Pump
new.
it up.
These are just
while
hella
you're-
tiny.
What's the words after that?
Wait, hold
This
on,
is
Joey.
small.
Is
You're
it-
trying
This
to
is
tell me
small.
that's not tiny?
No, I could totally read this.
I
can
can
don't
read
even have
it, but I
too.
have to put just enough more effort into reading it that it's annoying.
Oh, see, I don't have
You
to
know?
put any effort. It's super easy.
Okay,
We're
Kevin,
all
we get it. You
very
have great
proud of
eyes.
you.
Oh my! I have fantastic eyes. Joey, go ahead and poke my eyeball real quick.
I'm not gonna. I don't
Poke
want
it.
to. No,
I
don't
won't
wanna,
even blink.
I don't
Poke
want
it.
to. No,
Joey,
I'm not doing this.
just poke
I'm not.
it.
I am
it.
especially
Oh
not
my
doing this
God.
on
Fucking
camera.
do it.
You're making this
I'm especially
fucking
not.
weird,
Do you want me
Joey.
to touch your eye?
Yeah, I'm to show you how strong it is.
I don't like this.
Just poke it.
I don't like this.
Poke it. Come
I
on.
hate that.
Paula refuses to,
Because
but
I have
eventually.
long nails. And
yeah,
I feel
get
like
in
that-
there.
No,
get
I
in
don't
there.
want to touch
I'll
your
jam.
eye.
I'll jam.
I don't want to touch your eye.
I knew
I don't even like
Francis
touching my own eyes.
says Tim has full out headphone hair right now. It's fucking true, dude.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was wearing headphones and it creates the
I know.
dent of no return.
The dent of no return. I hope you could hear.
I highly recommend everyone
they
out
can
there
hear
go to kindoffunny.com/store, buy the Pride shirt, right? Then go to Amazon, type in dope jackets,
Oh my God.
find a white bomber jacket and get it. Then go to stockx.com.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
I don't know if our promo code still works, but if it does, stockx.com/kindoffunny and
doesn't
get
matter.
the Miami 8s, the Miami Jordan 8s. Then you too could look just like me.
Except maybe you, viewer or listener watching this, should figure out how to lace shoes so then you can have the cool pink or teal laces that Tim
So-
doesn't have.
It's
Pink
hard because I'm
and
not
teal,
flexible, but if you look at the tongue right here, there's three colors. There's the yellow.
Oh shit! Look, I'm killing it, dude.
There's the
I think
blue.
that's orange.
Teal. Is it?
Yeah, it's definitely orange.
Yeah.
I could see
It's
it
like
being-
You're right,
orange
you're right.
Gatorade
but
orange.
But it's also like yolky egg yellow.
Yeah, I'll give you it's orange, but like, I think it's supposed to be yellow. Given the
it
Miami.
is not supposed
Well,
to be
look
yellow.
at the
It's
bottom.
definitely supposed to be orange.
What's the bottom?
It's
What color is
definitely
that?
orange.
That's orange.
I'll give it orange.
That's orange.
We got pink, we got orange,
You got some teal.
we got teal. Okay? But the laces that come with these shoes, you get the white ones that come default. Then you also get the teal, and then you also get the pink. 2 teals, 2 pinks. So you can then alternate your shoes so that they're one's teal, one's pink. Whatever.
That's horrible. Don't ever do that.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not
No.
cool
Don't
enough to
do
pull
it.
that up.
Don't
That's
You have
a
to
real
have
thing.
a consistent look within
I
the
still
shoe.
Exactly.
think you could lace both shoelaces in one shoe, and that would look cool. If they were
You
alternating,
totally could.
If they were alternating pink and wait, was it teal?
Here's the
and-
thing.
Like
that's
each of the
so much
X's, the
lace
crosses were
in
different
shoes.
colors.
But
I like
just
that.
cut the extra off.
It doesn't work that way, Kevin. It's
I understand what you're saying.
it's
You
not
have
that they're
to-
too long if you do that. It'll be
It's
the
just too
same
much
length.
fabric.
It'll be too many laces.
No, but they would go. They would also be too long, because you would only be lacing them half as much.
Can you
So
make the
they'd
chat
go-
bigger, Kev?
Oh yeah.
So they'd be too long.
They'd
but
be
then
too
there'd
long and too
4
bulky.
ends.
Yeah.
There'd be 4 ends.
Yeah, but how? Yeah,
But you
but
can
you just shove
finagle
that in your
that.
shoe. You
But
shove that in
here's the
your
bigger
shoe,
problem: is
Tim.
you guys are clearly not looking at these shoes.
I
They're
am.
the most complicated shoes in
I
the
love those
existence of
shoes.
humanity. I fucking love them. But there's Velcro straps. There's 2 Velcro straps that crisscross that you have to do, and then
Okay,
there's
but you don't
fucking
have to
laces.
do anything
Can you
with
hold your
those.
shoe up a little bit so that the viewers can see?
I really can't.
Just lift it like 2 inches. Yep. Now turn. Now
I
turn.
can't.
Now turn.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just not flexible.
This
Just
is why we
put
didn't
your
have Tim do
fist-
the yoga thing.
I didn't do
Nick?
yoga.
Tim.
What?
Tim, put your fist underneath your leg to prop it up. That's all that. Yeah. Now turn your whole body left.
It hurts.
You're doing great.
That's not.
You
no.
want him to turn it into the table?
Yeah, so that we could see the side. There you go. Okay. Now, Joey, put your fist underneath his arm.
No,
His
I
leg.
can't. It
Underneath
hurts.
his arm.
I can't do it.
Oh shit, that's the wrong thing.
Oh, this really hurts.
This is like overly complicated for something that's like really not that important.
Long story short, I'm debating between the teal lace or the pink lace.
I think you should do the pink.
I think the pink is going to be definitely hotter.
It's hotter, and you already have so many teal accents.
Yeah.
No,
You don't have as much
Here's
pink.
here's
You're
my
right.
Tim. Here's my question: does that shoe come in a black variant?
This exact version, no.
Well, like or something very
It
similar.
doesn't
to
need
that.
to be. This
The
is
one that
like
I've
this
worn-
is like the Avengers time travel suit,
Yeah.
and it's
So
like
cool.
it's perfect the way it is.
The Aqua 8s, Kevin, the shoes that I've worn for years are the black variant of this.
All right. The
Did Andy
Aqua
pop out of
8?
nowhere? I've been here the whole time.
Google Aqua 8s.
I'm on it, dude. I'm on it. Give me a second. Hold on.
Andy, what color is at the bottom of my shoe?
You have
The
like
not teal and the not pink.
the not teal and the not pink, orange.
Thank you.
Damn.
Why?
Wow.
There
He
was
is
a
our
debate.
color expert.
There was
He
a
is our
debate.
color expert.
Tim was
it
trying
yellow?
to call it yellow.
That's not yellow.
Thank
I mean,
you.
well, see, I was looking at just the top part.
These
Still not
On the tongue,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's still orange.
I mean,
It is specifically orange Gatorade orange.
I'll take
like
orange,
that
I'll
is
take
the
yellow.
specific shade.
All right. Joe,
it's also very hard for me to see it because
This one doesn't have the cool strap thing though, right?
It does.
It
It's just
does?
black.
Like, it's definitely not full orange. I'll say that.
Go
but
down.
It's way closer to orange than it is to yellow.
Thank you.
Mid
I appreciate
left,
your
Kevin.
artistic eye.
But it's missing the beautiful orange
Mid
tone.
left.
Mid left.
Yeah, that one. Click it.
That's fucking pretty shoe, dude.
Yeah, like that. Those are the shoes
Are
that
these
I wear.
the straps?
have
These
those.
all the
Yeah.
Do you
the
have
same
those?
straps I have
Those
right now.
exact
That's
ones?
so beautiful.
Those. Are you guys serious?
Yeah,
I've
you
just
have
never
these?
noticed.
Those are my squeaky shoes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I guess I've just
Sneaker
never
on.
noticed that it has the pink Jordan on it.
Yeah.
Or like the orange accent.
That's red, right?
I only just thought it
Hold
was
on,
blue.
hold on.
purple,
Jordan's
and black.
red on
This
the
is,
off.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
red. Okay. Right.
I guess I just never noticed that pop
I
of
was just
color.
making sure I didn't have this color wrong.
Kind of funny. He goes back to
Kevin's like,
kindergarten and
I'm
learns
tone deaf
colors.
and I'm also colorblind.
I'm not colorblind. I got great eyes, Andy.
You missed the whole conversation before where he was talking about how great his eyes were. He tried to get me to poke him in the eye with my bare finger.
You should have done it.
You want to do it, Andy?
I bet you I'll get
No,
infected.
he's got dirty hands. Like he's got hot Cheeto dust on him and shit.
We don't even have any hot Cheetos in the office.
Oh, see
There
how
were.
uninformed you are.
Did Gia fuck him up?
No, I fucked them up.
He fucked him up.
Do we still have those Doritos or are those gone too?
No, they're still here. They're going though.
Had kind of a crisis last night. I'm gonna have to stop by CVS tonight.
Uh-oh.
I ran out of Rogaine foam, and I never do. I always have like several
But
backups
why don't you just use the
'Cause I-
Hims one?
because they don't do foam. They do the droplet version of it. I like the foam because it basically acts as a mousse. It's like a styling for me, and so I always
That's
put it
the
out.
secret
It's a
to your hair.
2-in-1. It's like Pert Plus.
Yeah, exactly. So I put it in at night, and then I wake up and I just kind of like you know you're supposed to do morning and night, and it came to bedtime and I was like, and like nothing happened. I was like,
Oh, no.
oh,
no.
let me go grab a. Oh my god, I'm just completely out. This never happens. And I've had some in my Amazon card for
It's
ages.
time.
Yeah.
I had
also-
that issue
I
recently
also-
with deodorant.
Oh yeah. It's
I was
always
like, I'm
it's
good.
a panic move.
I was like, I have so many in the drawer. It's gonna be fucking great. And I'm like, how did they all go away?
yeah.
It's
Did
been
you
like
just
4
buy a bunch
years.
of them?
Here's-
Interesting.
here-
Did you ever
guys,
figure out what happened with your hair stuff? That you were
Gia
out
accidentally
of?
threw it away.
That's like me with toilet paper at the apartment.
You
You're
just throw
totally
it
good
away?
until you're not.
So, yeah.
It's
Oh.
your greatest fear.
Dude, the solution to all these problems is Costco.
No, the solution is an
You go and
automated
buy
Amazon
deodorant?
order.
No, fuck that.
No, I have a roommate, but her girlfriend basically lives with us, even though she doesn't pay rent, and we'll be talking about that very soon.
Damn, really?
No, I don't know, but I'm just kind of like, all right, let's just fucking move in and pay rent if you're gonna be here like 24/7.
Wait,
Is it a new
But the
roommate?
toilet paper goes away really
Barrett- Are you
fast.
talking about Barrett's fiance?
Yes, absolutely, Kevin.
It was a joke.
Oh,
Oh,
party time,
party time!
boys and girls.
You got some of that recap juice.
Yeah, it gets to the point where it's like, man, the toilet paper is going so fast because I'm sharing it with 2 other people.
2 other grown ass men.
You know that
No,
recap
women.
juice is
Oh, wait,
beer.
yeah.
Is it?
Shame on you.
Is it?
Shame on
Is
you.
it only beer? I thought it was
Shame.
just liquor.
Shame.
Shame.
Looking before beer in the clear.
Liquor before pinker in the stinker. You know what I'm saying?
Get it in the stinker, dude. Check to check.
Wow, I was so reckless with this bottle. Had no cap on it. I didn't know that. I was walking. I was walking around very recklessly with it.
I feel like when Tim in an all-white bomber jacket looks like he just came back from space.
From Boy
It's
Orgy.
my boy orgy jacket, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, I remember.
Yeah. I put these shoes on today, and I was just like, I'm wearing a fucking Pride shirt. There's so many colors on this shit.
Yeah.
I'm going all out.
Okay.
Showing everything, dude. Let's
When
go.
is Pride Day?
I think it passed.
Every day, unless
day.
you're a horrible person.
Oh, it's a month.
Fucking God. Usually,
Ooh, that is so strong.
You wanted to just give it a day. First off, you did that and stuck out your tongue out like Cheetos dust all over your fucking mouth.
One of my favorite conversations that happened today was Kevin walked in and was like,
Cool G.
who ate all the double hot, flaming hot Cheetos? And Andy's like, I have no idea. As your tongue is orange. It is orange.
No, I was like, I don't know, but don't look at my fingers.
Pride Day is always my birthday.
I mean,
June
it's
30th.
not right. It's not always
Your birth month?
Well, I mean, majority of the time it's on my birthday. The parade.
But isn't like doesn't birthdays move around?
So strong.
Yeah, but it's like
If it's the last
it's like
Sunday,
Thanksgiving.
The trash in your pocket.
Gross.
It's not gross. Enjoy. Come on. Get in there. Get in there a little bit. Come on. Get a little bit.
It.
Get in
It's
there.
talking to you.
Cannon.
Ring-a-ding-ding,
Fucking
Andy.
ball.
Ring-a-ding-ding, Andy.
Ring-a-ding-ding,
Ring-a-ding-ding,
Andy.
Andy.
I hate it.
Andy,
Alcoholism's
answer the phone.
calling.
What does Andy like to
Fatty
drink?
liver disease.
Great question.
Alcohol-wise?
Oh,
Cider?
actually, I know. They see like ciders. He'll do a Moscow Mule once in a while.
I love Moscow mules. I'll do like tequila orange juice a lot.
You really liked those frozen
We call that
beverages we
breakfast.
got at that taxidermy place in New York. The frozen daiquiris.
You went to a taxidermy place in New York?
Oh,
Remember I got you an frozen
That's
Irish
right.
coffee? You enjoyed that beverage with
You
me.
get colada?
oh, the loudest place on earth.
One of my favorite things is I took a bunch of footage in there.
You don't want to fucking get got like that rapper did.
Yeah, 100%.
DJ Khaled, man.
Who's getting got?
He accidentally showed his credit card on a camera one time and they got it.
Focus is real bad. Oh.
Is it?
It was very dark.
All right, I was probably just
Wait,
really
so
far
did they
away.
ring up a bunch of charges on Khaled? Get on the shock mic. Get on the shock mic. Or is that it? Hella. He said hella.
Yeah, they got hella money out of him. We don't want that to happen to our boss.
Who tried to show a credit card?
I put one on the table.
Oh, willy-nilly.
I was trying to get Andy some fucking tequila
really
orange
bright.
juice.
I don't know why.
Once I went to what's
No, I
called
think I was just too far back.
San Diego Comic Con.
yeah, you go too far back. That's Comic-Con?
San Diego Comic Con. And I went to a Smallville panel there. And as a big surprise, John Schneider came out in the middle of it. Of course, you know him from Dukes of Hazzard, but I know him as Jonathan Kent on Smallville.
Sure.
And he came out. They made a room for him on the thing, and he sat down, and he looked to his left, and he looked to his right. He looked left and right on the table, and noticed everybody else had the name tags because they were all like advertised guests. And he's like, "Oh!" And he pulled out his ID and put his driver's license down.
Not a smart move.
And it was up there for a while before, like, I think Tom was like, "You should put that down. It's got your address on it." And he did the thing where he went, "Meh." And then he like tried to get out of it, like, "Well, I don't even live there anymore." I was like, "Nah, you still live there, bro. You just gave your fucking address out to everybody."
God.
Not smart. Not smart.
And then he was like, "You know what? I'll see you for dinner tonight." And I was like, "Ah."
Yeah.
And he's still alive, so nobody came and killed him.
Yet.
Good.
What?
Yet.
Yet? Is that what
You just
said?
reminded the one person.
I gotta go watch that
That's what I was
Smallville
gonna do
panel.
on
I gotta go watch that
Saturday.
Smallville panel now.
That's what I was going to do.
Nanobiologist says now, is that rye or bourbon? Of course, for Bullet, remember that it would be a green label if it was rye. Orange signifies.
I always thought it was Bullier.
Don't dislike.
Boulier.
Yeah.
He did. He
Joey,
called
yeah.
that one time at a bar, and we were like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Well, I,
Wait,
thought it
what?
was- I didn't think we were at a bar. I thought it was just in the office.
We
Yeah.
were somewhere drinking, and you're like, "I'll do a boulier." And I was like, "What? What was that word?"
No,
You're like,
it was
"Oh,
in the
bullet."
office. I would never order.
You said I'll have some
Well,
bullies.
yeah.
Yeah. Get in there. Come on. Ring a ding ding,
gross.
Andy.
Andy,
Ring-a-ding,
do you hear
ding,
that
Andy.
phone calling you?
Ring a ding.
What are you drinking? Oh, it smells so bad.
I'm drinking
Jesus.
water. No, funny story. That Cool Greg came over to me because he was
I love
editing.
it.
He was editing the New York blog, and he's like, "Yo, I don't want to offend you, but I didn't use any of that footage you took at that bar because you seemed way too drunk." Like he's like, "I didn't think it was a good look for you," and I was like, "If I'm too drunk." By like Cool Greg's fucking crazy party standards, yeah, don't include that footage
Oh,
because
that's
I don't know
so
what I
funny.
said or did, but it must have been insane.
No, you. I don't think you
looking
were
at it.
drunk.
Not that
I think you
drunk.
were just feeling yourself.
Let's have a good day.
You were party Nick,
It was
man.
party Nick.
Fun
I
Nick
was
came
told
out.
he was drunk.
I was watching footage of Joey, Andy, and Nick at dinner, and I think you put a hash brown in his pocket. You guys just laughed about it. It was like,
We were laughing really
Classic.
hard about dumb shit.
That is a good joke.
Sleep deprived deliriousness, though.
There was like some really dumb lines that we said. I forgot what they were.
That was a great bit. Yeah, that was good food. That dining was legit.
Nah, it was
Cameron
terrible.
Kennedy in the chat says, "Are you guys
pizza for
watching
you.
the PlayStation State of Play during Gamescast tomorrow?" Yes, we're gonna go the normal thing from 2 until 3 for Gamescast. Then we're gonna break to do the reactions live.
And when we
to-
say break, we're gonna keep streaming to YouTube, right? And stream Switch and just also dual stream to Twitch, or no?
We can't.
We
do
can't
that.
dual stream.
But it's a private YouTube stream.
So we'll have to stop the stream and then start it back up.
OBS can't stream to 2 sources at
Yeah,
once.
it's bullshit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, then yeah, we're gonna stop and come back then.
Yeah, then we're gonna stop and come back.
You see Ignacio in the Rojas in the chat. Look, just alcohol is poison.
How do
True.
people do
Is that
that?
wrong?
How do people dual stream that?
It's another program called Restream.
Do we want to figure that out by tomorrow?
No.
Okay, cool.
No,
Thank
no.
God.
For like a one-off thing, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to
yeah.
either. I just want to be clear.
Cool. Just make sure you understand that. No, Kevin, that was a dumb idea. No.
100%. Yeah, dude.
Thank you. Just
I'm on
make
your
sure
side.
you
I
Life
can't
story.
see the word uncut without thinking about penises.
Because that's the only real context for it.
What about we talking about a movie? The movie's uncut.
100% just joke.
It sounded like you just barfed.
I spat up my water.
The nanobiologist has anyone watched Chernobyl yet? Yeah.
did.
We were talking about that. You really liked it, right?
I loved it. Yeah, did you not?
I think I'm going to start it tonight.
Dude, that was my
Me
plan
too.
yesterday,
Yeah.
but I took a nap and
There we go.
woke up and I was like,
And then
it's
you
10 p.m.
Chernobyled your pants.
Let me
God, are you?
I guess. I don't know.
I got
he
Chernobyled
really
myself
on fire,
after.
No, are you kidding me?
I
right now?
Chernobyled myself after that curry up now at the last
Fucking
order.
Look at him go, man.
Look at him go. Watch him
Stop
go.
encouraging him.
Barrett was like the Russian primer out there. He like had to cut the phone lines because the Chernobyl was so bad in these pants. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't dance in my Chernobyl.
I might do some
fucking
volcano
it.
curry tonight, actually.
What a
Bear, is
surprise.
Bear going to die? Is that going to happen? Is Bear going to
Slowly,
die?
just
eventually.
faking
He's been
it.
so
Come on,
sick for
guys.
so long
So sick.
that I almost
like
feel
the
like
last
maybe
3
we
days?
should.
so long.
I feel like we should just have an IV put in him, just to keep
Catheter.
him awake. Yeah, catheterize
Doesn't
him.
work the
Absolutely.
way you think.
Yeah, it can. He can
Hydrate. You just gotta hydrate him.
If you put something in
That's
the
not
bag
what
and
a
push real
catheter
hard, it
does.
goes right back.
But you
down.
go reverse. You can.
Yeah, you reverse the stream.
It's
Scott.
like, you know, people think it's so hard to do an IV or a catheter, but like
thinking of
when
the
you get a
rectum.
turkey and you want to inject stuff under the skin, what do? You inject in the
Simple
skin.
stuff.
Yeah.
Simple
You
stuff.
turkey
calling you.
baster.
Dead turkeys.
I get a
Big Lou.
When like, it's not unnatural to get sick after shaking that many hands. Like, we're not all as careful.
But for the
as
record,
you
he
are.
was sick.
Oh, in
at the thing.
Vancouver.
Yeah, in Vancouver.
Really, but he
Yeah.
wasn't sick before.
Yeah, he was. I think getting there was getting him sick.
Really.
It took everything his little body had to get on that
Wow.
plane. You know what I mean?
Fucking
He gave
all the
every,
energy was in his
every
big
piece
tongue,
of
you
juice
know?
he had. Ah, Jesus. God damn.
Joey missed it.
What? Yeah,
That's, no.
exactly. Mr. Yasman in the chat is asking a really great question. Did you guys see this new Chris Hemsworth movie that's coming out?
No, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I was reading that as well,
Oh,
where he
it's
talks
with,
about he goes
Tiffany
undercover to infiltrate
Haddish?
a
Yeah.
group of male strippers. It's fucking a great idea.
Heist movie plus Magic Mike plus
Plus
buddy
Point
cop
Break.
movie with Tiffany Haddish.
It's kind of like Point
Sold.
Break. I just want everyone to know it smacks of Point Breakness.
Are there strippers in Point Break?
No, but there's like surfers.
But
and
it's,
they're
yeah,
kind
instead of surfers,
They're
they're
strippers.
strippers. Yeah, makes
Okay.
sense to me, Joe.
Thank you.
Maybe she got on our level.
God damn it, dude.
I hate this.
Yeah, what is
What
the
is
plan?
happening?
What's the long con, dude?
What do you mean? Champ to champ's the long con. It's been going for a long time. You know what I mean?
See
Tell you what.
champ to
It's champ to champ,
and check to check.
over here.
Which you
know what
guys
I
still
mean?
haven't been able to figure
What's
out.
Yeah,
check
you
to
guys
check?
really
Fucking
got to figure out.
Little
what
baby
if you
wet blanket over here wants to ruin
That's the
everything.
key.
Hates bourbon, hates Instagram,
What
doesn't
if
like
you
anything.
overcross your arms?
I don't hate Instagram.
You make
Chill with
fun of me
Greg.
all the time about it.
Yeah,
Instead of
just
doing
let me make
this-
fun of you.
Just go.
I've never made fun of you once. Like, you're the one person in here who gets away scot free.
You really do, Andy. You son of a bitch. You son of a
You
bitch.
fucking liars. I have got on to morning shows back in the day where it's like, yeah, where's Andy at? Ah, fucking loser. And probably doing this and that.
Yeah, you always
That's a
do
Nick
it.
joke.
And
That's
then
a
I
Nick
come
joke,
on
not
the
me.
next day
Not
and,
me.
and Nick is like, oh yeah, so and so's gone. I was like, yeah, but yesterday you were talking shit about me. Like, what, man? That's just part of it.
I don't think that I talk shit about
No.
people.
You don't.
No, not one. Not
Don't.
ever.
I don't
Yeah, he's a
think so.
comedian. Are you aware of that?
Comedic license.
People don't walk up to Daniel Tosh and be like, hey, you talk shit about people. They're like, hey, you tell funny jokes. Here's $1 million.
Yeah, they say that he talks shit about
Just
people.
$1 million.
up to?
What the fuck is he up
Comedy
to?
Central?
I thought about that the other day.
Dennis
'cause,
Tosh is still doing this
I
thing.
heard-
He brought back Tosh.0.
Does it? Did
Yeah.
he? Because I heard Dane
Tosh
Cook.
2.0
He's got
now.
the face.
Is it really?
No,
I think it
don't
is.
know.
I think
I don't
it
watch
is.
cable.
Tosh
I don't know.
2.0 was great.
Good.
He's got the fake hair. He got a hair job.
He got a hair job?
Oh, yeah.
Was he going bald?
Kev, I need to see some Tosh.
yeah,
Tosh,
let's see some
Tosh hair
He hired a
pussy.
girl to suck off his hair follicles.
Jesus
Ew,
Christ.
He's a good looking man.
These are all his old hair.
Yeah, are there any modern ones? Or how do I?
Tosh bald.
Daniel Tosh bald.
Daniel Tosh
Yeah.
bald.
Well, I mean, he's not
Bosh.
bald though, so that wouldn't help.
Type in hair.
It'll pop in. Yeah, just type in.
Type in
Daniel
hair
Tosh.
job. Get rid of
Any
Daniel
other
Tosh.
word other
Is
than
hair
Daniel
job
Tosh?
a word?
I mean, I
Just
don't
type in
know.
hair job.
You say
job.
boob job. You say
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
he was
that.
going. Oh wow,
But
he
like
was
this-
going bald.
Well, that's forever ago.
Whoa. Sad for
No, because I
Daniel
remember
Tosh.
this on Tosh.0.
Hair
like
loss talk forums. Is that what we're looking at?
Oh, yeah.
you can look up my
66%
account
of
name.
men by 35.
Secessionnews.com, Daniel.
Look at Jeremy Piven.
Is it-
Yeah,
what-
right,
what-
Jeremy
what-
Piven.
what- this is what you want.
Jeremy
to
Piven looks
show?
good,
He
man.
looks great.
Nice wig.
Yeah, his hair is fine.
Just shave
He's
it,
fine.
buddy.
No, I don't have a problem. Like,
Why are you
I
trying to take down Daniel Tosh?
I don't understand. Like,
You talking Tosh shit?
You talking Tosh shit?
It's such a fucking like stigma when men get hair jobs and stuff. But
Oh, well,
like,
yeah, it's because they're
Well,
just
because
not
I
people
always
men
get
look
plastic
terrible.
surgery all the time.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
it's
a
all, you know what
stigma,
it
too.
is? It comes down
Not
to
really though.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
no, it isn't.
Anytime anybody does anything, people talk shit.
Well, I mean, no, but I'm talking like when it's not like super overly obvious. Like, there's
Hold on,
tons
hold
of
on. Scroll back up and
tons
let me
of
read some
people
of
in
that aloud.
Hollywood getting like
Just
collagen
another
and
joke.
shit.
During one of his shows, after his hair was better and fuller, Daniel Tosh mentioned about his hair growing back zealously as a result of black market hair products and Propecia. This came as a baffle to most of his fans and viewers worldwide, but for others who know him for what he is, a comedian, found it hard to believe. See, that's what I'm saying. Comedians, they can say that kind of stuff, right? You
What
can't.
the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
funny as fuck.
You're a fucking clown on Twitch.
Why would
You're
they
just
be
going to cut your
baffled
friends
by that?
down. You know
I
what I
don't get
mean?
it.
That's harsh.
No, I'm
That's
just
rude.
making. We just make fun of how much you post. It's not Instagram itself.
I feel like looking at these two photos, like it looks like he's got the same thin spots here that he has here. It's just
Sure.
like he's grown the hair out.
but now it's even fuller.
No, this
I
is
mean,
probably,
LeBron James, his hair is coming back and leaving and coming back like
it's
crazy.
scary.
It's
It
also
looks sad.
possible that, like, because, you know, like,
It's like
times
him in
of
different
really
teams, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
it
Sorry,
actually
I
is.
just-
It actually is.
check.
You're
Yeah.
out on a ledge there.
Type in Kevin. Type in
What?
Jason Witten hair. Jason Witten was a tight end for the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't know that I like this.
Can
I
you just
don't-
type in hair job and get it over with?
Kevin, type in biggest dick you've ever seen.
I just want to show you the comparison. I just want to show you the comparison.
I hope somebody has a website where it's just stories about the dicks they've seen, you know?
Hair job porn
No, that
videos.
is totally a website.
Why?
Hey, is there porn videos about this?
Oh my god, are people having sex with people's hairs?
Oh, God. I don't want to know.
Fantastic
Yes,
blonde
I do.
escort
This
hair
is-
job.
you just
hair.
found
Oh,
Nick-
she uses her hair in the sexual intercourse.
a hair
Sexy
job?
blonde hand job, blow job, and come in hair.
No.
Long hair.
I don't like this.
Yeah, anyway, so Jason Witten was very, very thin, right?
Yeah.
And then he retires from the Cowboys, goes to be the lead, one of the lead guys on CBS broadcasts. He was really bad at it, by the way.
Okay.
But he's a Dallas Cowboys, so people want to hire
Loved it,
you or
yeah.
whatever. And suddenly, like, he got a really, big hair job, right? And
Well,
so
now
his
this-
hair, so look at his hair, like the one you were just
One down.
That's how he normally was, and then go down, Kevin.
He's showing to the audience, and then, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, he got that.
I mean, but you understand, like, when I go back to
Oh, that's a
Chicago
hair
now,
piece, though.
literally since he retired, when I go back to Chicago, every fucking billboard is Brian Urlacher pimping some hair thing. And he's got a full head of hair.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's just they go off the roids, and then the hair
he-
comes back.
But then he came back to the NFL.
Lost it all again.
And then just completely shaved it all off. It was just like, fuck it.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
he
smart
was
move.
probably like, I don't want to take
like
all this
Samson.
medication if I have to play.
So
Exactly.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a good skull though, so he looks
Yeah,
good. Balls.
good
One of my
skull.
favorite
Solid
quarterbacks.
skull.
Solid skull
There's
job.
pictures. I always thought that he looks like what the youngest, not the youngest Incredible, but the Incredible boy in The Incredibles is going to grow
You
up
think-
to look like.
No. He
Yeah,
looks
like
like
Mr.
Bob.
Incredible.
He looks like Bob, I'll give you, sure. That is not what Jack's gonna grow. Or not.
Not
you
Jack.
mean-
I'm the
Your
fast one. Yeah.
Dash.
Dash.
I always thought
Dash isn't gonna look. Dash is gonna have a lean body.
Search Dash.
He
Search
looks like-
Dash.
Search adult Dash. Incredibles. You're gonna
No,
find
see,
the fan art. He doesn't look like Bob.
He's gonna grow up to look like Jason Witten.
No,
He looks like
all
Mr.
you know what?
Incredible.
I take it back. I take it back. I
No,
see it
type
now.
in Mr.
I see it.
Incredible.
I
That's
see
exactly
it
what
right
he looks
now.
like. He looks
Look at
like
this.
the dad already.
He looks so good in this photo that girls can't even drink her coffee.
That's a great.
What
the
is
fuck
going on with his
doing?
hair?
You know what she's doing? She didn't know anything was happening.
Wow,
She
real
was
quick,
daydreaming
before
when
you
this
click
shit
away
happened.
before you click away, I didn't, at first, it's like an optical illusion. What that diamond is doing next to her, I was like, man, she's got really polygonal breasts and stomach. And it's like, oh no, it's just
Tomb Raider
it's
shit.
just cutting out. It's just cutting out.
What's going on with that person behind it?
That
to
is
his right
clearly a
shoulder?
vampire.
Why is there a vampire there?
Her eyes are closed and she's got very, very big lashes.
It's like images you see before you die.
Yeah, he looks like that guy. That's
Which
what he
one?
looks like.
He doesn't.
Brian Urlacher or whatever the fuck this guy's name.
No,
Who's this
Jason
guy?
Witten. Jason
looks
Witten.
like Mr. Incredible.
Greg,
He's not built enough.
I'm still watching
Oh, yeah.
Office.
Sure.
And last night I finally met the character that you said you were, and goddamn, that's you.
Bob
What's his name?
Vance.
Bob Vance.
Bob
Vance.
Vance.
Oh my
Vance.
god. Oh yeah, you nailed it.
Bob Vance. Vance
Yeah,
Refrigeration.
it's real good.
Hi, Bob Vance. Vance
What
Refrigeration.
season is that?
Tim, would it surprise you?
What line of
if
work
we
you,
find out
Bob?
that Bob Vance fucks?
Bob Vance fucks.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
What? The end of season 2?
I'm working my way through. I just saw
He watched the injury.
the cruise, and I just saw the injury.
Ooh, that's a
Where
good
Michael
one.
Scott
Yeah.
fucking burned his feet.
George Foreman
I'm the
grill.
George Foreman grill. I like bacon. I like bacon in the morning.
Perfect.
So
Great.
stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I like to wake up to the smell of it, so he just lays it out overnight and then plugs it in when he wakes up.
So funny.
Pretty brilliant maneuver. You know what I mean?
Such an
A brilliant maneuver.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your best friends, Greg Miller, alongside producer/seducer Nick Scarpino. That's how fast he can turn. You can't. You left it open. You left yourself in a perfect place.
I left it open
Nick.
for you.
Fucking champ to
Boom.
champ. I don't know if you
Champ to
watched the pre-show, ladies and gentlemen, but let me tell you, Nick and I are on another level today. Friendship-wise,
We love each other.
performance-wise.
It's just because I haven't seen you in so long,
No.
and everyone else here is such a fucking wet bag of sand.
They all suck. You know what I mean?
But what's Barrett?
What?
Bag of kitty litter.
Bears is a giant man-sized bag of kitty litter.
Hey, you leave Milk Boy alone, right?
We're calling him Milk Boy now.
Yeah, how did that start from KFF?
Because he poured the milk for me. I was like, thanks for being my milk boy. And he goes, no. No, don't do that
That's
to
the
me.
first part. You can't do it. You can't show signs of weakness. Right
And
now.
then I realized the genius of
That's
Milk
his
Mommy Milk
specialty,
Boy.
They said
Uncle Milk, maybe?
They
I
said,
don't know. We'll
they
see
said
what
Milk
happens.
Mommy.
He's the
and
milkman.
Oh, he's the milkman.
Look at him in his milkman coat over there.
Milk
take it.
Mommy and Milk Boy is the modern version of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That was
someone in our
genius
KFF
comment.
comments.
We
Genius
need to
comment.
see that Photoshop. That is a necessity right now. I want the
Shark
3D
Boy
version.
and Lava Girl.
Yeah.
That's a good call, actually. That should be a theme.
Over here with his flaming hot
Kids movie.
hands is
Kids
Andy
movies.
Cortez.
Show him your tongue, dude.
Everything's red around you.
Can we get a 1, Kev?
Oh God, there it is. He's doing it.
Oh yeah.
Doing it.
I'm like a salamander.
It's so spicy.
I don't know if
My
that's
little spicy salamander.
like maybe like a drunk one. It like walked through. Somebody left alcohol on the ground. Over there, in a stunning white coat and an
My boy
amazing
OG jacket.
Pride shirt. Forbes 30 under 30, aka
Yeah.
the second best baby blues in San Francisco, aka the verified one at Tim Gettys.
Let Tim know. You go to kindoffunny.com/store to get this shirt.
If you're interested in my shirt, you can go to giantbomb.com/store.
You could.
I don't know if that's
Where
actually
could
the
you
URL.
get your shirt,
You
Nick?
can pretty much walk into any clothing store on the planet and get a Heather Gray crew neck t-shirt.
You can get mine on kind of. I don't know if we can get this anymore.
Video games are cool.
You can get that one though.
The party mode one. Party mode
Party
one.
Why did I move my head as if my head was in the way?
Because sometimes we mistake
We're a
yourself
team.
for Greg.
We're a team. We're a team.
I'm a little salamander.
I don't like that noise.
Salamander.
Salamander, short and stout.
Tongue thing. Oh shit.
What are you trying to do? You trying to go to Skycam?
No, I was trying to go to you.
Oh,
Kevin's up against the wall right
I've
now.
given up.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. We're recording these out of order. I'll be at Judges Week next week when this should be recorded. And I'll tell you what, I feel like we've been going a long time.
you just excited?
Maybe it's because of Vancouver and all the other work trips
exactly
and all the
why.
other things, and it just never stops.
Are
Am I
you excited to go down to the hotel that you're staying at on like the beach and just
Sure.
play games?
Not go there, not go to the beach at all. Stay away.
Oh,
Why
you
is it so
know,
hot
but
and
it's like
sunny
you
here?
go to the beach.
Stay away.
But like just drink cocktails all night long and hang out and play games and then
Sure.
be like, I now have the power to fucking look at games and vote on shit.
Greg,
I mean, I have that power all the time.
Can you Instagram live everything to me?
No, I can't. There's embargoes. I'm sorry.
Can I come down with
Yeah,
you?
but will they
stay in your
know?
hotel room.
Yeah.
Sleep at the foot of your bed and just party and do nothing. Just be a fucking good for nothing
Yeah.
all week.
You can hang out with Jen because she works from the hotel all day.
Oh, perfect. I'd like to go to your appointments, but just be that guy that doesn't actually do anything. Kind of a scourge. Just a general
Or just what we did at
scourge.
IGN.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we take the Nintendo Switch, and me and Nick both sleep at the foot of the bed, and we play Ultimate Chicken Horse all day and all night.
We gotta play more of
But
that.
here's the thing. I'm going to throw this back at you, right? You just volley it
catch
to
it.
me.
I'm ready to
I
catch
get
it, Nick.
We're going to get a good volley going right now. We
let's
dress like Greg the entire time. Mini Gregs.
Okay.
Okay. We stand behind him no more or less than 2 feet the
And we don't
entire time.
talk.
We don't talk to. We
No
talk to
words.
each other, but giggles and
We
whispers.
shouldn't know. We should do where like I get there and I'm there for like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh man, can I use the bathroom? I'm like, oh sure. And I walk off to use the bathroom and then one of you comes out dressed
Yeah,
exactly
as
the
you.
same. And we see how long it can
That'd
go.
be great.
That is such a Nathan for You style the prank.
See
Y'all
what
gotta
they did.
watch that
You know
show.
what I mean?
man.
I've seen Nathan for You.
No, you have bad
It's
taste.
just
Kevin.
okay.
It's a
I
good
have
show.
great taste.
Nah.
Judges Week, of course, you know, we go down there, we play a bunch of stuff early from E3, a bunch of different companies. It's a Jeff Keighley presented thing, a whole bunch of different people, and you vote on the awards at the end of it, right? Last year, I always talk about how we have 1 foot in being YouTubers, podcasters, influencers, 1 foot in being traditional games
Sex
press,
man.
right?
Yeah.
And I think it was never more evident than last year when I woke up for a day of Judges Week and put on the Giant Bomb shirt and went to the events, and it broke every PR person's brain. They're like, did you you're still kind of. I'm like, yeah, no, why do you have this? We like them. We like Giant Bomb. You just. Well, I wear other
really?
people's
That's
shirts.
funny.
Wear other
That's
people's shirts all the time. They're like, are you doing coverage for them? I'm like, no, just like Jeff's
You're
right there.
You're like, it's
Jeff's
not,
right
it's
there.
not a
You can
name
talk to him.
tag. It's a T-shirt. It's just a T-shirt. They sell
You
them.
should have worn an NFL shirt just to see.
Really fuck him up.
jer- Jersey.
You should wear a Batman shirt next time. You should be like,
Oh my God.
oh my God.
That's
I'm a PR
awesome.
person.
If you didn't know, this is the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, we come to you. I already screwed it up.
Yeah.
It's
We
Games
run
Daily,
you
and again, it's been
yeah.
too fucking long a week.
How
Kind of
does
Funny
Jeff
podcast.
Keighley have such a grasp around E3?
Grasp
And
or
most things.
I mean, because he's
Stranglehold.
I mean,
all of it.
I would venture to say because like the Game Awards, right? He just decided this can be done better.
But like Judges Week, did he invent that?
I believe so.
Really?
I don't know the history of it, but yeah, I think so.
Oh, I
dope
didn't,
as
I didn't know
fuck.
he had anything to do with that.
Yeah,
That's really
he
cool.
sets it all up. Yeah, it's a Jeff thing.
Wow.
Because I think it was just the idea of like, there has to be a better way. Stumbled around E3, a million different people seeing a million different games, then arguing about it. Well, why not get some games out in front of it? Go out there and get it done, and then you can see different things at E3. And then you come together with better opinions.
We need more Jeff Keighley's in our lives.
We do. I don't know what I got to do to get him up here for anything.
I feel like Nick can be that, but I'm not sure for what community.
No.
Though.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Task
No.
Nick with organizing a thing.
I feel like I'd be really good at the as an ambassador for the snack community. I feel like that'd be fun.
Each and every week, 4 best friends gather around this table, each bringing whatever's happened in their lives to talk to you about it. And for some reason, you like that because you let us be part of your lives and we love you for it. If you really love it, you can go to patreon.com/kindafunny where you can get each and every episode along with their pre and post shows, along with it being ad-free early. That's right. Get more content with less ads earlier than anywhere else. However,
sounds
if you
like a deal, Greg.
it's a great deal. If you have no bucks to toss away, it's no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny, roosterteeth.com, or podcast services around the globe each and every Friday for a brand new episode that has a whole bunch of ads and no pre and post show. Sucks to be you. So here's what happened. Oh, let's do housekeeping.
Here's what happened.
I'll do housekeeping before I get into it, Andy. All right?
Okay.
Tim, pack your bags. We're going to Florida.
We're going to Florida.
Woo!
The big
May
ol' FLO.
21st through the 23rd, you and I will be down at Orlando.
Couple of flow riders.
That's gonna be us. That's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
us
dude.
big time in Orlando, doing some Full Sail stuff. At some point, we're gonna throw a meet and greet down there. We're waiting on our full schedule from Full Sail to figure out what we're gonna do and how we can get fans
It
there.
will be somewhere between May 21st and May 23rd.
Exactly.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, since we already don't have it planned in current timeline, let alone next week. We don't know. So we'll eventually just look at Twitter and we'll know something about it. Then today, which is way old for you, we announced when we're going to London. The Kind of Funny World Tour, final official World Tour meet and greet stop is Saturday, November 23rd in London, England. Tickets will go up on June 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific time, aka 5 p.m. London GMT +1. There are going to be 300
DMT.
BMT. Why'd you say GMT here then?
I didn't say that.
It's from the document you fucking made. Why'd you want to make me look like
It
an
should
idiot?
be GMT.
It's different AKAs.
Greater Mountain 10.
GMT is Greenwich Mean Time.
We gotta talk about Tim.
I can't
It's because
believe.
he's busy trying on jackets. That's what he does. He's
God.
not detail oriented because he's worried about what color Balmer jacket he's gonna wear.
I have all of them.
I respect him.
London meet and greet, November 23rd. It's a Saturday, but June 3rd, we will put the tickets up. There are 300 of them. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is do not take one of the tickets unless you are 150% sure you can come to the London meet and greet on November 23rd.
If you end up backing up, I'm gonna find you.
Don't do it. For real, like we talked a lot on the show, right, about how we got to figure out how to do meet and greets differently, how New York was an amazing time, but way too many people and didn't work out the way it should, and people didn't have the right kind of experience with all of us. So we're limiting this to 300, meaning that, number one, if you're going to take a ticket, you have to know you're coming. It can't be I think I can, or I'll check with work, or maybe I'll work. No, you got to know you're 100% in, otherwise you're taking somebody's spot. And in the same vein, we're asking you, do not, if your partner, if your friend isn't into Kind of Funny, and they're along for, don't bring them.
Yeah.
Let's leave these 300 spots open for best friends who want to hang out and be best friends. I know you may say, I don't want to go alone. It's intimidating. You are not alone. 299 other best friends will be there.
Do you think that we should come up with a system where if someone gets a ticket and then doesn't show up, we give that person's personal information out to everyone?
To Kevin specifically.
Oh, like
Sure.
doxing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should we
Well,
do
no,
that instead?
doxing sounds like it's bad. This is like
Yeah, no, I don't want to like. I don't want.
But it sounds like
I don't want to do the thing where the SWAT team comes in. That's not doxing, right?
We're doxing people.
Doxins
We're
are
wiener
great.
dogging people.
I don't want to do the thing where the SWAT team comes in while they're Twitch streaming. I just want to do the
something
thing where like
different, swatting,
I read their
People go to
email
jail for that
out.
now, literally.
I read their email out on KFAF
And murder them.
and then to have everyone send them nude pictures.
That all sounds good. So far, it's all good.
That's what I'm saying. But like, just know that you're getting a picture of Kevin from the waist down if you don't
I'll
show
add it
up.
to the collection.
You got something?
Chop it off.
I am so. Are you done with this? 'Cause I
No,
want-
thank you to
I want-
Patreon producers. Thank you to Patreon producers Bert May, he's back. Mark Stravaggi, Kieran O'Donnell, DJ Kento, Sam Davis. Today we're brought to you by Movement and Upstart, but Andy has something to say apparently.
I'm so disgusted in you guys that you would
Here we fucking
team
go.
up with the Full Sail fighting orcas when you have me on Art Institute Aardvark. Like, they're our biggest rivals. And
In
you're
the arts community?
you're coming after me.
Sure, but I thought since like, your dreams were broken and you like left everything behind that you got your degree in, you know
Now
what I mean?
you play acoustic
Remember
guitar
when you were like,
on
"Oh,
an internet
man,
show.
I wouldn't know
exactly,
how to use Photoshop if it wasn't
exactly.
for the Art Institute fighting Aardvarks. But you got the Full Sail fighting orcas. Everybody's fighting.
Why are y'all so
I'm just
angry?
gonna say this: Orca versus an Aardvark, not much of a competition.
You
there.
would think,
But
right?
on dry land.
But you
What
don't.
is an aardvark?
You don't
I
watch
still
Blue
think an
Planet.
orca, it's a
I watch
fucking
Blue
whale.
Planet.
An orca's a killer whale.
No, an aardvark.
An aardvark's like an anteater.
Okay.
Yeah.
But way
Yeah, the
deadlier,
whale.
poisonous.
They're not poisonous at all. They're little
times
tiny.
as
Just,
tall.
they just
Well,
Eight
it's on
times as
land.
tall.
Yeah. The whale's
They're
fucked on
17
land.
feet
Are
tall.
these real mascots?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
I was gonna
That'd
say I
be
didn't-
amazing.
I believe
I can
you.
see there being esports teams and stuff, you know?
Oh, no.
I feel like a trade, one of those. What do they call them? Not trades. Trade colleges. Is that what Full Sail is? It's kind of like a
Yes.
yeah. So like a trade college. I just feel like they're like, we don't. Come on, guys.
No,
we don't
of course not.
We don't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
sports.
Yeah,
They're
we're
for
not-
a reason.
We're calling a spade here. We're just teaching people how to actually do real shit. We don't have sports.
Very
We
helpful.
don't
And
care
my
about that
community
stuff.
college, we the first community college I went to, it then
How
eventually
many community
dropped
colleges you go to?
2, South Texas and then Austin.
Okay.
When I moved to Austin, but the first one dropped community because you could eventually get a bachelor's from there. But it
cool.
was like a weird thing.
It's just college.
it's a
but we
four-year
didn't have a
college.
fucking mascot. I was like, give us a mascot.
Dude, that's better than us. We had a
Let me be
fucking
the basketball
anteater.
team. I'll be
No,
the basketball
Anteaters are
team.
cool. That's
You're
cool.
the
Real cool.
alligators.
So you did 2 years of community college?
Oh, I did so many. I took like a year off because I was like doing music.
How many
band
years
shit.
of NCAA eligibility do you still have left, though? Could you go out and play?
I think I still got 4 years.
Yeah, you
honestly,
could go
Greg.
shoot the Jays out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly,
You should look into Mizzou, man. They could use you.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people looking to recruit, right?
Yeah,
and they want
yeah.
somebody who's over the age of 30.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
then you got a good head on your shoulders, right?
Yeah,
You put any of these young
exactly.
kids into these
Experience.
experiences.
Maturity.
There's cheerleaders, there's fame, there's
They don't
donors with
understand.
sneakers. It's a huge thing.
And a lot
Yeah.
of people say you don't actually reach your athletic prime until like 30, 31.
I think,
Well, again,
yeah.
when you're so young, you're just all testosterone,
Yeah,
right? You're
all
all cock and
balls.
balls,
Just
no
balls.
head.
When you're
my age,
so you're
you're
like,
like-
always
yeah.
just getting in the paint like this, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you hurt yourself.
Well, 'cause they get
Andy's
worried,
gonna do the
like-
thing where he just walks up and like, boom, like fucking field vision. You know what I
gets it.
mean? Clear
Yeah.
the mechanism,
Quarterback
everything goes
vision,
quiet.
cone to cone. People get
What
worried.
sport are we talking about here? We got a lot of sports going
People
on
get
here.
worried that like the younger kids will dunk and bring down the basketball rim, but someone my age cannot do that. So like that, I bring a lot of
Age,
safety
height,
into it.
agility. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
do it.
Remember when you called Andy a 35-year-old man?
No, that's not like something I would
Nick
say.
called me a 35-year-old man.
We were singing the other day in Let's Play.
I remember.
It was fun. It was real fun.
It was really
and
fun.
then my wife disconnected us from the PlayStation Network.
Like the third party.
God
man.
bless my wife.
I love it.
Did you make her a profile last night?
No, I got home too late to make her profile, but I'm going to. And then the question becomes, what picture do I pick of her? Because it will be a point of contention.
I don't
So
think
I-
you add a
Yeah, it
picture.
doesn't have to
it's
be a
just
picture.
Facebook, right?
No, because I have. Good question. But because I have your profile still there too, so it's me with the belt, you like doing
Yeah.
the thing, and then I got to put a picture up for her. But I'm trying to figure out what. It can't be a picture of her. She will not like a picture.
I was
of her.
looking at my PSN friends the other night.
Yeah.
Like it says, according to it, like I think it was 3 years ago, I sent you a real name request. You think you'll ever accept that?
No, he doesn't know.
Oh God, no. What is it? I don't even know what that
He
is.
has no idea what that is.
Then it'll just like instead of it'll show my Facebook profile picture in your friends list and stuff.
Oh,
my
I like
real
the
name.
one. I like that profile that you have on my. Oh, that's in my friends list. Though. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about my friends list. I don't look at that
Well,
shit.
it kind of hurts me though when I go in there and I see that I have the one outstanding request and it's you.
Oh, does it chap your
I
hide?
don't like that
It
at all.
burns,
I don't
huh?
like that. I like
Can
keeping
you
everything
rescind
very
the
clean.
request?
Sure. Well, I can delete and
No,
resend.
I'll go on tonight and do it if I remember. Just
Guys,
text
I
me.
have my
I'll go on tonight and do it if I remember.
Oh, it's gonna be 2 hours from now. You think I'm gonna fucking earmark? That's gonna take up
Nobody
precious
remember. Why
space
say
in my
it?
brain.
in and out, in and out, in and out. Guys, I've gotten my friends list down. I started at 13, 18. we're down to like, I think 450 something.
Wow.
Dude, like 5 people at a time every 15 minutes. Just bam.
Just kill 'em?
Doing it all day. Yeah.
Wham, bam.
Removing
Thank you,
people.
man.
It took me a long time. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I hired the kids, the Greg Miller Industry kids, when I was at the full 2000, and they sucked. And they barely
Well,
put
it's
a dent in
so
it.
slow through the PlayStation.
I'm just blaming Cheeks Jr. for sucking.
Specifically,
All right?
Cheeks.
and stealing your ideas.
Yeah, I know. Don't even bring it up. Don't even
Yeah.
bring this up. Have you seen this? Can you go to Cheeks Jr.'s Twitter?
Don't even bring it up. Have you
yeah.
seen
I don't know.
this?
Have you seen this?
No, but he sent me an email asking for some help with After Effects stuff.
Cool.
So if I don't like what this is, I'm just gonna say
Don't
I'm
do
not
it
gonna
because
reply to
you're
that
going to
email.
ask him, hey, can I get a fucking lawyer involved?
Yeah.
But now that I'm down to 899.
$8.99.
No, 900. I'm down to 98.
Oh,
2 figures.
Wow.
With
Whoa.
PSN friends. It's awesome. I can actually use it and see. So Kevin, throw it up. This is Cheeks Jr. If you didn't know, he's this kid that sucks. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. You'll see it. Keep scrolling. Keep going.
he helped us buy
Don't be
a
afraid.
TV.
Keep going.
Nice kid.
Keep
Nice
doing
guy.
it. There it is. He's selling a T-shirt. Said "Old games old." That's not a catchphrase. That's a Greg Miller catchphrase.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That might be the ugliest T-shirt I've ever seen. I don't think he's selling
We're not
anything.
commenting on the
Hold
fact.
on. What did you say it was yesterday, Andy? You're like, oh, it's inspired by fucking Danny Trejo or something.
No, it reminds you
It did
of
sound
like
like-
it reminds you of like a Teddy Fresh.
Teddy Fresh. And
Sort of.
Greg really goes, fuck Teddy Fresh.
You had no idea who they are.
What do you mean? I just told him to fuck off.
Can you, Kevin, can you Google Teddy Fresh?
Anyways,
Teddy
this
Fresh
is
is
a
a
Greg
H3
Miller thing. He
podcast.
will be hearing from our lawyers. No one else get any idea to do this. It's bad enough that he stole my look. You know what I mean?
Man, he's
fucking
just
looks like my
ripping you
son.
off
Even when he
everywhere.
came to play you at Kind of Funny Live that one time.
He was you.
Yeah, just
Right.
doing me in a Team Fat Cutoff. What's he thinking?
Doing you hard.
He's doing
Yeah,
me hard.
Teddy
I think
Fresh
that's-
is Gila Klein and Ethan Klein from H3H3.
Oh.
But they do like these hoodies where it's all like
Oh,
different
I thought
sleeve
it was a
colors
human
and
being.
Just glancing at this, I'm guessing Steven Suptic and Tom Holland are big fans.
Tom
Glancing
Holland.
at this,
Yeah.
Hawkins gives me a fucking
Tom
headache.
Holland's.
What's giving you a headache?
There's
Spider-Man?
too many colors.
Too many colors.
colors. I can't see
Can
through
you
all the
guys
Teddy Fresh.
believe
I still haven't seen it.
what that turned into?
I still haven't seen it.
Chris D'Elia.
So what did he do in the video? Does he actually
So
like rap?
there's no video yet. It's just it's a song. But there's a new song by Eminem and Logic. It's
Holy shit.
Logic featuring Eminem.
Holy shit.
And it's called Homicide, which you knew they were about to just fucking rip the beat. Like it was just going to be out rapping each other. Like who can do better here?
Oh, I like peanuts and I like pie.
Shit.
Oh, I like peanuts and I like pie. Keep going. Yeah, what's the next line?
I'll get you on the remix, I guess.
Put them together. I got no
I
eyes.
got no eye. Put them together. I got no eye.
But they go for about 5 minutes, and verse 1 is Logic, verse 2 is Eminem, and then verse 3, Eminem kind of just cuts his verse off, and then it's just Chris D'Elia doing the
Who's Chris D'Elia?
Chris D'Elia, too many boxes, too many
Oh, okay.
boxes. Like it's just that. They just put it in, and it's like, holy shit! Imagine making fun of someone so well that they invite you to be on the thing.
That's my goal in life. My goal in life is to talk so much shit about someone that they go, I've come full circle. I no longer want to kill you in your
Yeah.
fucking sleep. I think you're awesome.
Well, that's
Nick.
why
Come."
Andy invited you on KFAF, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Henry Winkler. He's gonna.
Oh, one day the Wink's gonna be like, Nick, I'm sorry. I will be your
so
grandpa.
great and Barry, man.
He's so great in Barry, and that's
Yeah.
why it sucks that he's a dirtbag in real life.
He's not.
He's a really nice guy.
Walked
and
up,
Barry is
spit
great,
on
and everyone
Nick
should watch it.
and said,
A lot
"Get
of
out of
spit.
my way,
Piece of
internet
shit.
hack."
It is a trip though, like watching that show and being like and having like interacted with him though. That's always
Yeah.
a weird thing.
No,
Like,
no.
all kidding aside, it's very strange to be like. And I don't want to say it destroys the illusion,
I
but it's
100%.
so fucking weird. Like we
Yeah.
hung out with him,
Yeah.
and he. I mean,
We
I
didn't
like to
hang
believe.
out.
Well, I mean, like I like to believe he remembers me.
He shunned you. I mean,
He remembers me.
But I do know.
You hung out with him in the same way. I shared my aunt shared an elevator with Norm from Cheers once. You know, that's how much you hung out. She might even said more words to Norm than you did to Henry
We had a
Winkler.
great moment where I stared at his coral sweater and he asked me about us, and
sweet.
it was great. And I think
Took
it
a
really
photo?
made an impact.
He
It
didn't
really
get out
made
of the
an
golf
impact.
cart for the
Remember?
photo.
He
That was
wouldn't
funny.
get out of the golf cart for the photo, but to be fair, he was tired. He just been on stage for 2 hours. Greg Miller,
Hour.
everyone knows, he goes on stage for 30 minutes. That has to be 5 times the amount of time in a
Give
golf
me
cart.
the iron lung. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf
Yeah.
Give me
cart.
the iron lung. My rejuvenation chamber.
We put that in our writer now.
Yeah.
It's Greg for every hour he's on stage, 4 hours in a golf cart.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Doesn't matter
It just
where.
needs to be
I
in
do-
the golf
I do
cart.
In his
I
hotel room,
bank
preferably.
the hours a lot. I'll just find a golf cart. I'm going to be here for 34 hours, guys. Talk to you later.
Somebody bring me some sort of fucking Capri Sun.
Seeing Henry Winkler in the show, though, I do kind of get like, wow, but he was right there. Like,
Isn't that crazy?
It's hard. It's
really
heartbreaking
cool.
right now. And we shouldn't talk
Well,
about
yeah,
Barry
don't talk.
Sports,
I'm
I
not
guess.
caught up there.
This is why I mean you're in
berries.
season 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's all you need to know.
Oh, because of his character.
Mr. Yeah, Cousineau.
really sad.
It's just you
Gene
can see
Cousineau.
him. Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out. We're almost done with Veep, which is good. You guys need to watch this show.
Yeah, I watched
It's so
season 1 of
fucking
Veep
good.
and then kind of fell off.
It gets better, and they're just so mean.
What I need to throw out there is Kevin. A lot of times you say stuff and I don't listen. Like I hear it, and I'm like, not for me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna read Beetleborgs or whatever the fuck you like.
That's Tim.
Beaver Borgs.
Yeah.
The big bad Beaver Borgs.
They're horrible. You know what I mean? I watched.
Jesus.
Shit, I just slipped the name. The sketch show from Netflix.
Can you leave?
Okay,
whatever the fuck.
I think you should leave. Now.
I think you should leave now.
I think you should leave.
I started one last night or whatever, and then ended up watching them all. And at least once every episode had one of those like I'm dying. I'm not knowing it'd be one beyond wheezing. Where it was just so fucking out of the blue that it just caught me
God,
so
it's
off
so
guard that it was just
good.
like the deepest, sharpest
Damn it.
heart.
Have you tried it yet, Nick?
I started watching. Here's the thing. I watched the very first skit, which is the lawyer skit.
Yeah.
And I was watching it with Dee, and and she was kind of into it, and I paused it. I'm like,
Are you in or out?
I'm gonna watch this later.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one of those shows
That's
that
a great call.
I'm just calling it right now. Let's get ahead of this. Like this is not you. This is 100% me.
Oh,
so
it's you. It's
I got
so
it queued
you.
up. I'm looking forward to it. Again, though, I'm on that Brooklyn Nine-Nine train real hard right now, and fucking Scooby over there is trying to get me to watch Nirvana the band, the band, or whatever the fuck it was.
watch the show.
So,
Have you watched it? That's where you saw it?
but that first skit I thought was really funny.
Oh, I'm just because it'll be you in the middle of a skit.
It was
I'm
like, have
this
you
is-
ever had this happen to you?
in the middle of a skit,
That's
just
the
funny
second
enough.
skit.
Second skit, yeah.
Middle of a skit, it's funny enough, and then just out of the blue, and then he's trying to put 2 meatballs back in my scrotum and cake batter back in my penis. And I was like, it's so fucking good.
so good.
It's so good.
That sounds like you wrote it.
It does. It
No,
does.
honestly, when I was talking about it on the show a couple weeks ago, it scares me how similar it is to just our experience.
I love it.
but it's well
If we had a
crafted
budget.
and like there's a budget and
means
like
we're
Glenn
resonating.
from Walking Dead's there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a good one too.
So many
I'm
stars.
very much looking forward to it. It's one of those like Brooklyn Nine-Nine shows where I'm like I want to watch it. It's queued up. I have to wait for the right time where I'm in that mindset.
2
of like,
hours.
I'm
man.
relaxed.
2 hours in and out.
In,
That's it, the whole
in
thing?
the
The
middle
whole
of the
thing.
marathon last night,
Thanks, buddy.
I went out to get pizza because who doesn't like a good carry-out pizza from the hood? You know what I mean? Almost died.
Where'd you go?
Almost died.
No, where? Heaven?
I did Patches. Yeah.
What happened?
I got out there, right?
I almost died. What's the first question? Wait, where'd you get pizza at?
Well, here's the thing: is we talked about it. Do you want to do Pasquale's? I know you're a big Pasquale's.
Love
fan.
Pascal's. I got it last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Our problem is we burned out on Pascal's because we did so much. So then it was like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Do you want a Pascal's? And I was like, no, let's do Pachi's. Let's just I want Pascal's.
You like their thin crust.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bunch is good thin crust.
Because I definitely need to give it a shot.
Actually, they're
I
good.
always see it whenever I open the app. I'll open up Postmates or
Yeah.
Uber Eats, and it's always like one of the featured ones on top. That's
it's
like, hey,
good.
Let's
try
just get
Pachi's.
into it here. Let's just get
Let's
into
just
it right
jump
now. All right,
into
because
it.
forget the almost dying thing. Let's just talk about San Francisco pizza for a second. Because the dilemma last night was Jen was like, "I've had a rough day. I would like pizza.
Want some pizza.
She's
Huzzah.
breaking. She's usually like you know what I mean? Where she
Yeah.
she wants to eat clean and veggies.
sometimes you gotta do it.
She's like, I want pizza. She's like, however, a lot of times we get the Baiano. You get that sausage and honey
Bionicles?
pizza.
So thin.
Yeah, it's foldable. Pachi's is not
Bionicles are cool, man.
not Bionicles. They do a sausage and honey pie with like a white sauce. It's delicious, but it's totally different. It's not, it's not like I want a slice. I want pizza.
you want a real
And
slice.
she's like, I just want a pepperoni pizza, and that's when I did the. That's tough. Because what's the best basic pepperoni? And I started running through options, and I don't think there's a standout where you're like
Signori's.
Signori's is not bad. I'm never gonna knock Signori's, but it's not amazing. Just that.
Wrong.
Andy, remember that time
That
at
Goat
3
Hill's
in the
really
morning
good.
when
Goat
Senores
Hill's pretty
came,
good. Yeah.
fucking through and changed our night?
Kevin, I've never been more rejuvenated, really. Like I'm not religious, but I thought about it. Like in that moment.
You saw Jesus.
Yeah.
In that
You looked
pepperoni.
down at that pie and it was just the pepperoni was in the shape of Jesus'
Yeah.
beard, and you're
La
like,
Virgen
I
Maria.
believe in you.
Signori's got that
Lord.
good bready crust, but I don't think that's what Jen was looking for. I like Signori's, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking any of these pizzas.
San Francisco treat.
But like Pachi's, right? So like Baiano, I want a sausage and honey, right? Escape from New York, if I'm getting that, like that's a big old New York thing.
Escape
Again,
from New York sucks.
Exactly, it's never great.
Extreme pizza
It's
sucks.
fine. Extreme pizza. Well, if you can get one run of their buffalo chicken, it's not bad. But again, it's not
You
good.
gotta eat it there. You get it back. You're eating the fucking. You don't have to eat
Pachi's,
the box
if
of the
you're like,
pizza.
hey, we're getting a pizza that's not deep dish. What are you gonna get? I'm gonna get the arugula prosciutto pizza, which is
It's not
dynamite
a
as well.
pizza.
Yeah, it is.
This place on Geary, Donairo's,
I want to go check that place out.
Try it out. I like it. I don't like it as much as Pasquale's.
Okay.
But I still enjoy it.
Okay.
It's good. It's a good slice.
So this was the struggle. We went around the block and found I was like, just let's try Pachi's. You know what I mean? It's solid. I can't speak to it. I haven't had just a regular pepperoni from them in forever. Let's do. Order that. Come down the street. Gonna walk over to get this pizza. Get to the corner. Muni's there making its rounds. Or
Getting
whatever.
emotional about it.
No, I'm just burping because I've been drinking. Muni's making its rounds, right? And so like the lights are all holding for it as it makes its move. And so I'm looking at my phone reading an email from a best friend on the corner, and then you know how in San Francisco the things go like wait, or like the light's on the cross, yeah, exactly. And so I'd walked up and I was waiting and like
Wait, should you explain that a little bit more for the people that don't know that?
Like, is somebody shooting a machine gun, Nick? What's that sound?
No, it's the sound that lets people who are, I believe, vision impaired.
Yeah,
no, it's time to walk.
Instead of street lights, there's also things that there's speakers
audio, yeah.
that tell
Just
you what's
wait,
up.
don't-
But
yeah.
they also do this weird machine gun sound.
Well, it's to let you know it's safe to walk for the period of time. I believe that's happening, and it sounds like some sort of mechanized insect is swarming you.
Like a cicada.
sure. Yeah.
We talked about cicadas 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And so
They also have little
I'm waiting
bumpy
there.
things.
The Muni's coming, which is screwing up all the lights to begin with.
How's the
you know?
mini sound?
Well, there
ding, ring a ling ding.
No, I mean it's more like it's more rickety. Oh yeah. When they ring their bell, sure, yeah, 100% correct. And I'm on the phone looking at it, and this girl saddles up next to me, right? And she just goes through the crosswalk. And I look up, and everything's still red. And I'm like, oh, she knows the Muni's coming. And I'm like, I'm enjoying a peaceful walk. I'm in no hurry to get to this pizza. Don't worry about it. So I go back to my phone. Muni finishes this thing. She's long gone. Then it comes back on. It's like you could this now on the cross, whatever.
Hey,
And
go
so
for it, bro.
Walk.
I start walking into the thing, and I get about halfway into the crosswalk, and just and I look up. I'm like, this motherfucker has like a pregnant lady in there. Like he's dying. He needs to get through this thing that quick. And I look
All at
up,
once?
and then I look up. Huh?
Pregnant lady Andy sign?
No,
I
that's
assume
what
that's
you're
what
thinking. It's like, this guy's in a
why is he
hurry.
honking that much or whatever. And I look up, and sure enough, no, I just walked on the wrong light. I was just in the middle of the intersection with traffic coming at me.
Sounds betrayed
So I had to
you.
run back.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, yeah.
I've sadly
That's happened to
done
me
that as
before
well.
where I for some reason look at I'll be in my car and I'll see the traffic light at the next stop turn green. I've just gone and then like looked up like, oh, that's red. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I have never run a red light.
Never, definitely not.
I never
Definitely not on camera.
And
Definitely
there's definitely not
Yeah.
footage of it.
And I've never gotten parking tickets either. I just got another parking ticket.
You've never backed up into vehicles either.
Dude,
I backed up into a car the other day. I looked back and it was my exact car. It was like same color, same year Honda. And I was like, yeah, same thing, right? Doesn't matter.
brothers.
We just traded paint.
Gray on gray. It's just
all
gray.
good. It's all good.
Transfer.
But his bumper looked like shit too, so I was like, it doesn't matter.
I got a quick driving story that I told a couple of you guys yesterday. But yesterday morning, I was driving into work, and I was at a cross, whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. And there was a car in front of me coming at me. I was turning right, and they stopped, but they stopped before I did. But I'm like, I'm turning right, so we both have the right of way. It's fine. We start to go, but he's turning the same way I am.
idiots.
And it turns into a fucking honkathon. I'm not a honker. I usually don't get all riled up.
See,
like that.
here's the thing about you, Tim. You think you're not a honker. You've turned into a honker, my friend. Am I wrong? You've got a lot more
Dude, no,
aggressive.
ever since Gia been around, I see him all the time. Honk, honk, honk.
I just mean
At
you
least in
like
my car, I don't
you used to be like everything's cool, but now you're like, no, fuck that. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
no, I'll
talk
say-
shit to people, or I'm gonna scream at someone if something goes bad.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're a lot
But I
more
don't
aggressive
honk at
now.
them, though. I don't
really
honk.
not.
I had to be a hunker today, and I'm not a hunker either.
This conversation.
I'm a honker.
Andy's so
But I'm like-
serious looking at me saying that.
I'm a polite honker though. I'll do a little, huh. Like if someone's not paying attention, I'm like, I sympathize because I text as well, like sometimes. So I'll just give them a little honk, honk.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
especially at that light over there where it's only the left turn light over by West Portal's like it's only green for 1 second.
literally-
like
I hate that
1
light so
fucking
much.
second.
Yeah,
You see Alana's
Fuck that.
tweet?
I'm from
Wait, no,
Chicago.
see,
I'll honk.
Point of the story is, I'm turning.
I'm sorry,
and,
I almost died. Nobody cared.
My
You wanna make
honk,
fun of me,
my
yeah.
honk was
Well, you
out,
don't.
like out
You
of
deserve
fear. It wasn't out of like fuck you. It was definitely just like a whoa, hey, we need to.
are you doing?
You were
we gotta
doing a
figure this
defensive
shit-
honk,
It was
not
a
an
defensive honk,
offensive honk.
definitely. We go,
was like,
and his
"Careful!"
window was down, so was mine. And he yells
day.
at me. He's like, "What the fuck you doing?" And I was just like reflex. I was just like, "Your blinker wasn't on." And he goes, "Oh, I am so sorry."
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you want it to go.
And then he just kind of got back and just drove
you
off.
later.
I've never had a situation like that. It was
I-
unbelievable. He was so mad, and then just like,
Hey,
totally-
more power to him.
like,
More
I
people should
accept
do that,
that
right? More people should be
responsibility.
like, you know what?
That's
I
true.
wasn't on. I don't hear the clicking. I fucked up. My apologies.
Yeah.
That's true.
today,
About it.
today there was an Uber just totally drifting into the middle lane. Like, and then a car drove by him and then honked and was like, "Hey, fucking don't drift." And so he went back. And I'm driving up, and he starts drifting again. I'm like, "Motherfucker, stop!"
Give him a little.
I don't know what you're doing.
Robin's racing, man. Give him a little.
So I
bump.
gave him a little. Bam, bam. Had to become a hunker this morning, dude. So out of my
Honker.
character.
Man, Uber drivers.
Hey, don't be around that. Don't be
I'm
around
not
that.
gonna even go down there.
I'm not even
I'm not
gonna
even
go
gonna
that
go
way.
down that
My thing yesterday, I got an Uber. I got a ride home from Uber, and I don't know how many times you take it the same way I do. But when you go through one of these roads or whatever, you come to this really weird Y intersection over there. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
oh, yeah, I
about?
know what you're talking
Where
about.
there's like a middle island that then leads into a stop sign over here, or the light over here, and you have a stop. But every time an Uber gets to it, they flip the fuck out because they need to get into the lane that has the light. And I'm always leaving during work hours, so it's always backed up. So it's always this fucking weird thing of how are they going to take care of it, where they'll sometimes wait until they see the gap and go. Sometimes they'll come over and block the other incoming lane of traffic and try to get in. Last night, the dude rolled up to it, saw the woman who was waiting at the light had enough room in front of her, so he just rolled over and cut her off a little bit. And then like I'm there with the window, like right next to her window, pretty much, and she just looked over and went. Pfft, and pulled in front of him. I'm like, all right, everybody, like,
Yeah, let's
just
be
calm
cool.
down. We're all getting out of the neighborhood.
Joey and I just went to the mall for lunch.
How was
and
that? Where'd you go?
It was great. We went to this udon place. It was fantastic because there was no line. There's
Udon.
usually a line.
Ooh, that's a fun word to say.
Udon.
We're pulling into to park in the same place that we always
The
park.
fucking nightmare.
And guess
The
what?
clusterfuck.
Guess what?
What?
Someone's fucking driving out of the one way. And it's just like, can you not? And this whole time she's looking at us like with the eyes of attitude,
Like
as
you're
if,
wrong.
like we're in her way. And it's just like, come on. And Joey got so upset about it that she just sat there and progressively just started going like this. And I swear to God, by the end of it, she was just like shaking her head faster than I've ever fucking seen. And this woman's still
Joey has a threshold for bullshit. And kind of funny daily in us, mainly us.
We
and
meet that
mainly
threshold.
Nick, get it to like 92%.
Just to
so
start
anything
the
else,
day.
yeah, just
Yeah.
anything else is going to happen.
I
in there.
don't give Joey shit nearly as much as you all do.
Not true.
I don't.
Joey!
Don't think that's true.
I don't give a shit.
I just want to clarify. I give
Cougar,
a
get the
lot of
whiteboard
shit.
and a marker and get me Joey.
Yeah,
Joey.
Kevin gives her the most
We need
shit.
to settle a
Lot
bet
of
here.
shit.
Who gives you the most shit in the office? Who makes you like if you have a like bullshit threshold?
Joey, not counting me. Not
An
counting
anger
me.
threshold.
No, counting Kevin.
No,
Well, I'm already
technically
saying
would count.
I
Where's the
won.
whiteboard marker?
I am very confused because I'm just listening to you guys talk about cars back there. That
Cougar, get the
delay
whiteboard
was-
marker.
We're talking about like
the
your
situation
you
that
having
we
a bullshit
had.
Oh, yeah.
threshold.
When that woman was driving,
Oh, and I was talking. I didn't know your window was open and her window was open.
yeah.
Oops.
So the question becomes, who irritates you most in the office?
Who?
Hold on.
I
Just think about
I
it.
have
different question.
I have clarifying
Wait,
questions.
what is the question? What was the question?
It's
Who makes you reach your like that threshold of anger? Like you have 100% threshold for like shit you can take.
Yeah.
Right. Who fills that up the most? Like what's the
The
ratio of
fastest.
people the fastest? Like if me,
You want me to list everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Question.
We're gonna list the questions, and I want you to
Okay.
percentage wise put down who you
I have
think.
to do percentages.
Yeah.
Can I just give you an order and then
Just
we
give
can
us
figure
the
out
order.
percentages from
You can
there?
give us a fraction and we'll
I like
turn it
that.
No, because
That's
I feel
good.
like
I
Kevin's
need to
gonna
put
be
the order
80%.
first, and then
And
I
then we'll
need to
figure
do
out
the
the
percentage.
No,
exact
I want to see
science
how
of
much
it.
of the pie chart I take
We're
up
gonna
versus
do that.
Kevin.
We'll get to that in part 2.
You're already getting up there.
I'm already fucked up. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
You
Whatever
just
say,
raised
Joe.
12 percentage
Yeah,
points.
no. Remember, it's cool.
So I also have to say that I feel like this semi correlates to the amount of people I talk to the most.
yeah.
Well, you don't talk to me that much. You talk to Tim a lot.
Yeah, but
You got to
Tim,
coordinate with Tim a lot.
Tim arguably last on the list.
Yeah, but remember when you
hear
guys
that
were
shit?
remember when you guys were arguing about that stupid Marvel thing? The Marvel thing?
No.
Say it one more time.
Fuck, I can't. I'm so tired. The Marvel, the ballot for the MCU community Marvel voting thing.
We weren't
and you were
arguing
like,
about
You were
it.
like, we'll do it at a 4-point scale, and Kevin was like, we'll do it at an
I
87
think
point
you missed
scale.
this, but on the MCU interview, we were talking about the process, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Tim and Joey spent fucking 5 weeks figuring this out."
It took us 20 minutes
I
one
know.
day.
It was
Because
heated,
everyone,
though.
Barrett had opinions. Kevin has opinions.
I just want to put you back in that mental state
right?
when you
Barrett
start
loves
voting.
Hot Topic.
That Tim was just a
I
little
wasn't
annoying to
frustrated
you
with
that
Tim
day.
though. I was frustrated that there wasn't a thing that I needed.
But that came from Tim, so just know that.
But then I also solved the problem. Though,
Yeah.
like immediately.
yeah, but
Well,
you
you
still.
also
But
brought
the
it to
threshold
her.
meter, it's a per day meter. It doesn't go down. It just stays at that threshold.
her meter.
No, it doesn't. I feel
Joanna.
like the pie chart is always evolving.
Joey, nobody cares.
Number
Who's
one
first?
is Kevin.
Oh, fucking called it, guys.
The amount of times that I just hear, I do not want to deal with this right now.
Joey! Wait, what? That's what I hear from the other room. That's what I hear from the other room.
Some people say that, Joey. Some people say that, Joey.
Little brother annoying big sister. She tries to do anything
God
else in the house.
bless Andy Cortez, though, who just when I need it will just pop up over his computer and be
Don't
like,
do it.
"Don't do it. Don't answer. You
fucking
know
do
where this
it."
is going." And I'm like, "Yes,
What
I
do you
know
actually
where it's
All right, so Kevin annoys you the most. Now, Joey, you have it up to you. You can start wherever you want. I left 8 in there because there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know yourself, if you want to put it in
including
there or whatever. I don't know if you want to put yourself in there.
I'm not
But
putting myself.
okay, cool. Then you can go wherever you want. You can
put the
start.
house
You said
cleaner.
arguably Tim's to the end.
Oh
if you
no,
want.
she's great. She has a cute little dog.
Cool.
Next,
Who?
the house cleaner.
I feel like your natural. Stop. I feel like your natural inclination is to go me next, and we don't interact that much.
No, I think the next one is Greg.
Yeah,
because
that
Greg
makes sense.
scares me all the time.
Oh, you fucking monster!
Greg fucks with me all the time.
You fucking monster!
In my defense,
Yeah.
I can't believe you're playing me like this, you fucking bitch.
You apologize
Joey,
right
You,
there.
you scare me all the time, though.
Joey,
All the time makes it sound like it's every day. It's when the moment strikes. It's perfect.
Which is every day. It's not always the big one. Sometimes it's just you walking and you do the thing in my ear.
Sure. That's not even in your ear. That's just me being excited to be in the room.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, but it's at my expense, which is why you get number 2.
How many times? The word. Now here's the thing. If I didn't accidentally fuck up the Instagram video 3 out of 10 times, would it be not as annoying if I was making better content?
Stop laughing while you're filming. Greg.
Yeah, you're
Well,
not
Joey hits me a lot.
okay because you're scaring the
No,
shit
that
out of
wasn't.
me.
You
It
were
is a
within. You're
natural
well within your
reaction.
rights, Joe. I'm not saying you're
Oh,
not.
no, you can
I'm not
stab him.
saying, yeah. Oh yeah.
Joe, stab him. I don't
Nick,
care.
I'm just gonna walk around with the knife in my
I'll
hand
pay
next
for your
time.
legal fees if you stab him.
Thank you.
I
Like,
know
personally.
that Kevin's number one
Out of
for
the company.
a bazillion reasons that we've already went
Yeah.
through, but the pre-show people know this better than anyone because as early as today, fucking 40 minutes ago, we're sitting here and we had the chat. We had the chat up on the TV in front of us, and it was the smallest fucking font possible. It was like size 10 font, whatever the
Did
hell.
he do the thing where he goes zoom in and he zooms in way too much? So it's
he
like one
didn't.
word
It's
per
even
He
worse
didn't
minute.
zoom
than
in.
that.
Instead,
I never
he was
do
sitting
that,
here,
Nick. Don't make shit
and like
up.
me and Joey were just talking about like, oh, Kev, when you get back there, like make it bigger so that we can see it easier.
you were like, it's
And he
the tiniest-
You can't see. You can't. How can you not see it? I'm like, we can both see it. It's just.
you said it was the tiniest
It
font. or
was
something.
less
It was just a little
easy
bit
to
more.
see
want it
than
to
I'd
be more
want it to be.
visible.
I just wanted fucking bigger. So Kevin's reaction is, I have perfect eyes. And me and
No,
Joey are like, we
no,
fucking
that's
know.
that's not true. That
We
wasn't my
fucking-
reaction.
The people saw. We fucking know. He
My
goes-
reaction
Kevin
was-
goes literally, Joey, poke my eyes. See how strong they are.
You should have fucking done it, Joe. You should have fucking.
Joey.
I don't
for
like
the
touching
kill,
my
Joey.
bare
Again, Joey.
eyes. I don't like touching my
Kind
own
of funny.
bare eyes
We'll
when I have
pay
to put
your
in
legal
contacts.
fees. They will pay your legal fees if you blind someone. As
And
long
if
as
I'm
that
going to do
person's
something
Kevin or Greg.
incriminating like that, I am definitely not doing it on camera.
Yeah. You can do it on
Joey,
camera, it's
I'm
totally
saying
fine.
right
He
now,
asked
if
you.
you blind me, I'm totally fine with that. Like, I deserve that for not having
I'm
a
just
strong enough eye.
no.
Darwinism, Kevin.
It
That's what I
wasn't
that's what
strong
I respect
enough.
about Kevin.
The problem,
Darwinism.
the only problem
Sorry, I've
I can
looked at
see with Kevin being blinded, I mean, for us,
In one
would
eye.
be like,
One problem. That's it.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
The
whatever.
guy that runs all of our shows, being like not being able to see what's going on.
I'm transparent.
Sure, but I mean,
he's
like, I was
writing in
gonna
case
say,
I die
yeah,
at
we
any
can
point.
easily hire somebody cheaper, better,
Oh,
talks back
yeah,
less.
okay. All right,
The
fine.
problem would be is that we'd feel guilty, we wouldn't fire him, and then he'd have some kind of weird welded bell apparatus, like all these like pipe cleaners coming off. So he's like bumping into things and coming up. He's looking at some kind of fucked up Christmas tree, just feeling his way around the goddamn office, knocking all the sorts of fucking Star Wars toys
God.
off.
Joey, I feel like you and I recently walked over to Dinosaur and we
Yeah,
had
that
the
was
same
yesterday.
we had the same conversation, right? Where it was like, who's most annoying in the office? And I was like, obviously it's me. And you're like, I don't know. I think it might be Greg because he scares me.
But that I
Wow.
think that was
The truth
also
comes
coming
out.
right
Wow.
off of,
You know what I mean?
But that's him. He's projecting that onto me. I didn't say that.
What?
I just want
That's
everyone to know
exactly.
that I'm so
that's
glad I'm not
verbatim
one
what
or
she
two.
said.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it,
love
right? I
love
thought for
it.
sure it was like good. I was fighting Kevin for number
favorite
one.
thing
My
I scare
favorite
you
thing is
that
how
much.
happy you are about it. I'm so excited
Let's not
because
be
it's nice to know
confused.
that when I go over to Joey's desk and just immediately start eating whatever she's eating, it doesn't bother her.
It just, my brain goes immediately to,
What?
Mario Party on
What
Switch.
are you gonna
Party
fucking
mode,
say?
Where Nick was
You
just
fucking
going after
Judas.
you.
You had a great time on that party mode, motherfucker. You laughed so hard on that.
I'm gonna assume that I'm kind of high on the list only because Joey always needs things from me.
Well, here's
and
where-
I always have other things that I need to do, so I take forever in getting them to her.
I think 1 and 2. I mean, if they're surprising. They're not earth shattering. Let's go.
Are these surprising at all?
Number 2 is surprising. Number 1, everybody knew.
But here's the thing. I think on any 3 is Nick.
Nick, yeah, of course.
But
Here's where we
in
get.
any given week,
Why?
depending
What do I
on what's
do?
happening, 2 and 3 could swap at any point.
Okay, so then to be clear,
This is like the MCU.
to be clear, this is very much because of Vancouver with the bird.
Currently, yes.
Greg, just so you know, like
Yeah.
I had the same conversation apparently yesterday, and she never even mentioned Nick.
Well, that would make sense because it would have been even closer to the bird incident.
The bird thing did come up.
There you go. Makes perfect
What is the
sense.
bird thing for listeners?
When we landed in
inquiring
Canada,
minds?
we had been we had all been sleeping, having a great time on the plane. We woke up, we got off the plane, and we're walking through to customs in the Vancouver airport. And rather than just let you go to a Timmy Hortons or a bathroom, you get just hamster wheeled all around this place, going all over. And eventually you cut through an enchanted forest that has a giant
terrifying.
wooden parrot in the sky and
true.
a bunch of bird noises and like you're and it's cool. It's like you're at the zoo. And they got trees and shit.
You're at
And so there was like
Disneyland.
like all the fucking noises or whatever. So I busted out the Instagram and I started doing the slow pan around the room of it. And we're all walking with our bags, distracted, worrying about customs. You have to pee, I have to pee. And Joey, I was behind Joey. So I just walked up right behind her and I went, Caca! In a very serene, quiet moment. And Joey turned around and hit me, as deservedly so. At which point, my finger slipped off and then just hit the snapshot button. So all I had was a
That
blurry shot
happened
of
to
the
you
floor.
during Extra Life too.
Yeah.
Oh no, that time I hit Greg and he dropped his phone.
That was
But
the
that
second time.
worked, yeah.
The second time because that time I was smart and I just recorded it straight to
Yeah.
video and then put it up to Instagram.
Yeah, that's
So I understand why I'm there. I'm glad Nick's
Yeah.
there. But here's where we get into wild country. Who knows what's going to happen next?
you
I'm
gonna-
rare.
Are you
this
gonna
is
put me
where
on
it
the
gets-
list?
This is where it gets rough.
Well, arguably, she said, Tim's the least annoying. Well, I would have thought it was cool, Greg. I'm interested
Me
to hear
too.
what
I mean,
happens.
that's the things. I don't know.
I feel like the Gettys brothers are a tie.
That
love
is
this.
probably pretty
What?
accurate. Cougar just leaves.
Cougar just
Cool Greg,
immediately walks
Cool Greg,
away.
will you bring back a thing of ice for me and Tim? Why did I talk into the microphone like it's going?
I don't know. Number 2. Why did you talk into the microphone?
Here's my thing. I am very interested in this because I feel out of all the people in this office, I ask you to do the most shit.
But it's
Consistently.
Never, but it's
But you're not annoying
That's why
about
we
it.
give her the money,
annoying,
right?
though.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
But I feel like
all
you guys are
things-
pretty good at
Fran
working
was
together.
Fran gave me money.
Oh my god, is
She'd
Fran
be
on this
my
list?
number one.
Because I feel like Fran should be on this list.
That's bonus round where we go and insert in all the part-timers.
Okay.
Because I feel like Fran's gonna rank real high on this list already with the one day of work that he comes in here.
Yeah, so you do ask me for the most amount of things, but they're all like reasonable requests as
Right.
opposed to a lot of the things Nick asks me to do.
Joey,
What do I
they are-
ask you to
Today
do?
you were like, "What if I just buy you a second phone so you log into AMC?"
No,
for me?"
stop. Stop. The better one was yesterday where he's like, Joe, can you get me Star Wars costumes in 18 hours?
The face of guilt. For some fucking background on this, we're trying to figure out a better system for us to be able to go to movies together when they premiere so we can talk about them on Screencast and in review, so on. All of us are adults, it seems, where we can just be on Slack and be like, hey, get these tickets for these days, whatever. Nick just wants someone else to do it, which I get. That's fine. But we
hate
found
doing
a
it.
system that works that requires his phone with an app. So
All
he
you have
has
to
Joey
do
to buy a
is
new
get the
phone.
thing off of the AMC app.
Thank you.
No. Nick says, Joey, why don't you just do it for me? I'm like, no, you can buy your own ticket. I'm not logging in and out of my app. I have to remember some other password. I'm not doing it. Nick just straight up offers to buy me a second phone.
But
Where this
I'm
would be-
number 2! Because once every 3 months I go caw really loud.
Yeah, I don't know. You're making a pretty good
You know what,
argument.
Joe? You know what, Joe? Yeah. But you know that I'm kidding when I say things like that.
No.
I'm not gonna buy you another phone.
You are up until the phone.
You can get
are
an
not
Android phone
kidding.
dirt cheap.
First off, okay, I can address all these issues if I may. Mr. Senator. I was kidding about the phone thing.
Obviously.
You know I'm frugal and cheap. There's no way I'm going to do that.
But
I
you
just
also
find
like to spend way more money than necessary.
true, which is why I could see you could buy into that. But at the same time, that I was just going to do it. Whatever. I did it. It's fine. Now the costume thing.
No. To be clear now.
Yeah.
What you did was I had to then come up with a new solution so that going forward in the future, I will have to log out and into the thing that I did for you. So now I'm going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Going forward.
That makes sense. But
Okay.
as everyone knows, Tim, you're the ticket guy.
I'm the ticket master.
You are the ticket guy.
I am
You are the ticket master. Now, I'm sorry, Senator, to address your second question, which is the costume things. To be fair, you love dressing me up in costumes.
I do.
So when I said, hey, Joe, can you find me an R2-D2 costume for Gia for KFAF in 18 hours, I didn't think that would stress you out as much as make you excited.
4 o'clock yesterday.
As make you excited that because you get to do your favorite thing, which is dress me and Gia up in costumes.
I don't know that I particularly like dressing Gia up.
But Gia looked adorable in her Chewbacca the Boogie
Yeah.
Woogie one. And we
Okay,
figured it out.
so
normally
great.
would have been a totally normal request. We've had these Star Wars costumes for months.
But
It was-
but
it was supposed
but
to be
you
a March
know the
the
difference
4th
between me
DVD.
saying like, can you do this for me and me goofing her? If you were like, no, I can't get that. You were like, I can't get that for you, fucking idiot.
And that's exactly what I told you.
Yeah, and I was like, that's how we laughed about it.
That was like the third time you asked me.
It's not like I came up behind you with a fucking
I'm so
knife
funny.
and yelled "Caw," and made you soil yourself like number 2 over here.
I love how Nick can feel that he's risking moving
I'm losing
up.
it, Kevin. I'm losing ground.
We haven't even placed everybody yet. There's a lot of room for
this is
movement with the
great.
All right,
percentages.
airing of grievances officially.
percentages,
Who's number
I think-
4? It's gonna be Andy. I know. Because Andy just
It's gonna be me because there
he
are
snacks all
some times
day.
where, but it's really rare.
I also feel like Andy. So for as many times as I have to bug Andy to do things, Andy and I also have like arguably the most fun. Like you and I yesterday had the dumbest hypothetical
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
where we just went back and forth on the things that we thought each other said, and then just couldn't breathe for a little bit.
I don't even remember what we said, but I was crying of laughter. But there
I don't
are
either.
moments where,
Open mouth laughing.
like in the party mode, or just in any moment where Nick is preying on Joey,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, that
I
happens
will
a lot.
that I will join in to join in and be a bitch
Yeah,
as well.
you are the instigator that gets Nick to go up to 11.
But not all the time. But there are some, because honestly, Joey, there's a lot of times where I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I have my headphones in. I'm trying to like do stuff, and then I'll hear someone trying to like poke, and I'll just like every once in a while I'll be like, Joey, don't fall for it, or
Yeah.
I'll leave the headphones in and just kind of like
It'll
keep
be
to
the key
myself.
that unlocks
Yeah.
the door.
I feel like
Yeah.
It's kind of like how actually I warned you about carrots in your wine.
Who put carrots in her fucking
that was
wine?
Kevin.
You don't even care about her. And
It
I'm
was
number
Kevin.
2.
It was not.
It was
me.
100% Kevin.
But she slapped me,
Oh yeah, that was. I apologized for
but
that.
I was laughing a lot.
You were laughing a lot.
me.
It was 6 a.m.
Because I
and
knew
that
it
was not
happened.
an okay thing for me to do, and I did apologize for that. So yeah, next would be Andy.
Okay, so Andy's number 4. That was. a
But
great
hey,
catch.
but listen, let me plead my case. Barrett yells a lot over here. A lot of yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Barrett does yell a
yeah.
lot.
Barrett, but see, Barrett, I feel like hasn't been working here long enough to rank that high.
But
Barrett and I
Joey
have
spends
been
a lot of
friends
time with
for
him.
a
Yeah.
really long time though.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, is Barrett next? Is Barrett number?
Think of when you're trying to concentrate,
5?
Joey, and
God,
then you
there's
just hear
so much yelling.
yeah, got him.
God, you are so right. You know me
Right.
so well.
I mean,
I
people
know.
like that a lot.
Right.
Just FYI.
There's 2
People
people
like
that
when
like that.
one
Kevin.
person does it.
There's
let
exactly
alone when
2 people that like that, and it's Kevin and Barrett. Those are the 2 people that like when you scream.
KFAF today
Dozens
was
of people.
rough. Not because of you, and not because of you.
What? Because Chuckles over there laughing into
Because-
the mic.
It wasn't laughing at that point. At that point, it sounded like someone was
howling.
watching
He was howling.
fucking porn, but like just listening
What?
to it,
Oh, we had a
not
great
watching
time.
it. It was just
We had a
like
great
a lot of
time.
like.
I had a good time.
Today we made some of the best content we ever have. So fuck you, you jealous prick.
no,
What I'd like to say, if we can put all jokes aside for a while, one of the things I do get once in a blue moon at a meet and greeters talking, where people are like, ugh. The one thing I don't like is like how Kevin has that fake laugh, and I'm like, oh no, that's how Kevin laughs. That's all real.
Hey, no,
It's like fucking Harrison Ford in Star Wars.
just so
True.
you know,
All of
every
it.
I'm not shitting you. Like every like third person at a meet and greet is like, I love your laugh.
What are the other 2 people
For the
say,
record,
Kevin?
no, I don't.
What is the other 2/3 of people say?
I mean, they're not saying I hate your laugh.
No,
I'm just saying it's something people bring up.
I know.
Way to present that.
You're right. We understood.
1/3 of them lie.
People think I'm great.
33% of people. I think I'm great.
hate you guys.
Kevin, I will make a suggestion. Is your laughing will come up on our microphones just fine, but sometimes it gets picked up there, and that's when it's too loud.
It always gets
I'm
picked up
talking about
here.
in the house, in the building.
Oh, got it.
It's just a sour
The unamplified
apple.
sound.
Delicious.
So now I have to rank Barrett, Tim, and Cool Greg.
But you can still move people around if you feel
No, it's
injustice is
live.
not
the
doing
moves
it.
will have to go, and I have to figure out the percentages. That's a lot of math.
No, I feel like it's good.
I think 5 because of the yelling would be Barrett.
Okay.
That's such. Come on, that's.
Gettys Bros holding down the bottom. How about that, Cool Greg?
Who's gonna? Wow, this is gonna be a. Tough
I honestly, between the
Isn't it
two of
double
you,
R?
don't.
Yeah, double R, double T. I think, right?
Yes,
gives a shit?
100%.
Joey, you have to choose.
I think without a I think I can definitively say that Cool Greg has never once bothered me about anything. And I
That's
think just based on how much you and I talk, at some point,
Oh yeah.
you and I must have had.
Well, because he
something where I was annoyed.
overwhelms you with work and probably doesn't approach it as fun as I do.
Or maybe just Tim asks me about work stuff and doesn't.
Like he
bullshit
doesn't send
around.
you. Let me ask you this question though. But for every work thing that he asks you, does he then follow it up with a cute picture of a dog on the street?
He does. Well, maybe not street dogs, but just like generic, just other.
Because I feel like
pictures.
like much like Cool Greg, who I feel like de-stresses my life. So like things will happen while I get stressed out. Then I'll walk into like the closet over there, like the security, like the what do they call it? The fucking equipment security closet.
The closet over there, the security. It's like, what are you talking about?
The equipment closet, and I'll walk in, and it's nice and neat, and someone just cleaned it up, and I'm like, cool, Greg, just took my anxiety level down like 20% with that. I feel like I do the same thing with you by when I have to steal pictures of people's dogs on the street and send them to you.
Steal pictures.
Well, because
I'm
it's not
glad
cool to
that's
take a
how
picture.
you
Like if someone
feel.
if I saw someone taking a picture of my dog, I'd be like, get the fuck away from my dog. But I do it anyway.
You'd let them.
Yeah.
Where did this come
I just want to
from?
point out again, I'm also the guy who thanks you all the time for the travel accommodations. I don't ever talk shit about them. I've been what you are. I know it's a thankless job.
Listen, the fucking
Oh,
the Deadpool
Joey.
2 theater screening was tiny. Okay, it's not my fault. Kevin, am I wrong?
We're bringing up a lot of good
it is.
points, Andy and Nick.
Dude, Nick, you're totally right. It was the smallest theater I've ever
It's
been
like
in.
it was like watching an iPhone 4S.
Yeah, you're
It
right,
was
Greg.
so
Can you
small.
switch you and Nick?
Joey, you're being really vindictive right now.
Oh,
It's
I
not
talked
cool.
myself out of
Yeah,
it.
this is my one shot to be vindictive about things, and I'm going to take it.
That's fine.
Get on the campaign trail, doggy dog.
That's fine. You know, it's
Nick,
fine.
will you now respond to number 2?
What's that?
Will you now?
Are you going to
respond?
try and fight Kevin for this
You
now?
big pile of shit.
I'll take number 2. I'll take number 2.
There's no one beating me in this.
No.
No,
Dude,
but
that
I
one's
also think
close.
it's because Kevin and I talk and about the most amount of things.
Kevin's the Golden State Warriors, dude. They are like
unchallenged.
Andy,
they
we
are
get
a
it.
dynasty.
Dominant.
I think it's
Andy.
because Kevin and I have overlapped on various projects and things the most out of me and probably anyone else here.
All right.
Now, where does this is what I want to know.
Oh yeah, we needed to put in the
I
part
want-
timers.
Well, no.
Let's not.
I just want to know about Fran.
Just Fran.
I just want to know where Fran ranks on this list. Has he
Fran
annoyed you at all?
doesn't bother me as much as I have fun bothering Fran.
Oh, okay.
Fran is kind of funny. I feel like it's a totally different beast for
love
a million different reasons. But like, it's like he does not annoy me at all now. It's
annoy me
it's just pure joy.
I should know because sometimes you have to like coordinate with Fran, and that's where Fran
I
becomes
feel like
Fran
me
1.0.
and Greg get the brunt of that.
Well, I didn't
when
know
it
if
comes
Joey
to
had
the-
to take care of that, where it's like, hey, Fran, can you come tomorrow at 12? Well, I can do 12:01 or 12:02 or 11:59
I don't have to
or
do any of that.
11:58. I can also do 12 on the dot if that's what you want.
This just sounds like a character from an animated movie. It's Fran, dude.
It's Fran, bro.
It's fucking Fran.
It's Fran.
I wish I could step up and defend my good friend Fran right here, but no, that is definitely what
When you say 12, do you want me
Hey,
there?
I want you to come into my very complicated questions. Like, just come the fuck in at the normal time.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that.
I love him so
Grab
much.
us-
I don't necessarily. Do I have to do the percentages? I feel like that's
No,
way
you
overcomplicated.
could, but you could move me
because
back
at
down
any
to 3.
given
That made me feel
time,
real
I
good
do
about
think
all
myself.
Fran
of
and I
you-
should be tied, though. I am kind of bothered by that, but that's fine.
I think Greg and I should be tied also. This is bullshit.
You and
That's why I
Barrett
think
should be tied.
percentages are better than ranking. Because I feel like
Oh,
Kevin's
wait, yeah,
80%,
you're
me and
above
Greg are
him.
10%, everyone else.
I'm proud that
think
like
it's
all that
bullshit.
effort paid off. Top of the list, dude.
I just feel like 50%. 50% Kevin. I didn't see it there. It was clear.
I mean, at any given time, you all could be annoying me at
fun episode this
100%. It could be 700%. Who knows?
It just depends on what's happening.
I just want you to
any given
know,
Sunday.
though, I just want you to make the distinction from here forward. Of if I'm purposely trying to annoy you, it's to have fun. We're all having fun. Versus someone
it?
over here who literally is taking years off your life with fright.
Or
He's like a walking cigarette. Every time you're around him, it takes a year off your life.
I don't-
Cigarettes.
I don't know.
Scientific studies has shown it's good for the heart to be pumping
Science with
hard.
Kev.
Kevin, am I wrong? Did people want strong heartbeats?
Yeah, no, he's right.
Thank you.
But they also think there's also some scientists that think you only have a limited amount of heartbeats, and the more your heart goes up, maybe that's taking years off your life.
that's
Yeah,
not
it's
how-
in the
that's
similar
why
vein of
hardcore
that
athletes die
scientific
early.
thinking, you shouldn't vaccinate your children. That's idiot talk, and you're an idiot.
So I shouldn't vaccinate my children?
No, I'm saying that. I'm gonna go side-
Sounds like I'm saving money.
No, Nick.
Fuck them, right? Enjoy measles first grade.
The reason that I don't think Andy and Barrett should be tied is because Barrett just hasn't worked here as long.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like,
Barrett, you
I-
got to give him a chance.
Yeah.
Barrett is on the cusp of the light and the
Of
dark
something
side right now.
beautiful.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Andy came in,
How
so
do we
pure,
get Barrett to be on
so
our side
pure,
and not
and we
on the
have
number
corrupted
one
him.
spot side?
No, I think Barrett gets as annoyed with Kevin as you are. Like, I think he's learning now. I think he's learning.
Honestly, I think he gets more annoyed with Kevin than Joey does.
No.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I feel like Joey broke and then just never came back. She's like
I
a
feel
busted
like-
eardrum with Kevin.
I feel like
I
if
remember in
you
the
were
early days where she would pull us aside and be like, something's got to be done about Kevin.
I mean, I remember the Joey that came in was like, I don't know why everyone's so mean to Kevin.
Yeah.
And then literally,
That's not
week
true.
later.
Both Joey and Andy came in, and the first day were like, "I'm gonna be mean to Kevin." I was like, "Well,
I
you've
don't
chosen
know
a
that that's
side."
true.
The
You've
next kind of
chosen
funny
a
hire is
side.
watching this episode right now. And I'll tell you right now, just don't be mean to Kevin.
Don't. Barrett hasn't, and
No,
things have gone smoothly.
I challenge you to try not to be mean to Kevin. Good luck with that. I would also say this: if Barrett were to make this list, it would probably look exactly the same. Like it would still
No
be Kevin,
way.
Greg,
No
Nick.
way.
You don't think so?
I do not annoy Barrett.
I think I know.
Outrageous.
I'm
You
pretty sure I
absolutely
annoy
annoy
Barrett.
Barrett. You would be Barrett's number
Me?
one.
You think I'd be number one?
Nick,
Oh, okay.
Nick.
No, Kevin would be number one.
No, call him right now.
Kevin's number
Call
one.
him.
Call Barrett. Let's call
I'm pretty
Barrett.
sure Kevin's number
Yeah,
one on
no, leave him
everyone's
alone. He's
list.
sick.
But yeah, but is he
See, Barrett, I'm not
gonna
annoying
check
you.
his. I'm gonna check his Twitter.
To be fair, Kevin and I also hang out a fair amount outside of work. So though he does annoy me, we do have good times.
Oh, I'm
Well,
not
no,
saying
that's
this
the- Kevin's
list is
also
not
number
who you
one
hate.
on many of my positive lists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like I've
Kevin
been
and I
clear
snack
enough to
together
you as an
sometimes.
audio listener or visual listener. We are very much a family.
Yeah.
Who annoys you does not mean we don't fucking like these people.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin and I went to
I
yesterday.
fucking
I don't
think
like
about
any
hitting
of you
Kevin in the head
fucks.
with a shovel every day. But then once a week I go to breakfast with him because I love him so
Why
much.
did I bury something that girthy?
Greg, I'm
Yeah,
ready.
that's an
though.
accurate list.
All right, great. Well, good job, Joey.
Thanks for that.
All right, Joe. I'll never forget this.
As you all know, when we do the annual Who Annoys Joey the Most list, we give out an award for that man or woman who annoys Joey the least. So, cool, Greg, I'd like you to come accept your IGN Luigi Award, of course, which is presented every time to Who Annoys Joey the least.
Big stuff. This is good stuff right here. Wow.
This turned into a real good episode.
It did.
I want everyone
It
to know.
really fucking
I like how
did.
you like in the beginning. Shit.
We were throwing shit
Well,
at
I
the wall.
loved it
and
because
wasn't
going
sticking.
into it, I was like, Greg, like, do you have anything for today? Because I don't.
And I was like,
he's
I
just
almost died.
He's like,
And
I
then
almost
Tim
died. I
walked
was
over
like,
the story.
all right, cool. And then
It
here
was
we are.
not a good story.
I still don't really know
Look
how
when
we
you cross
got
the
to this
street.
point.
I think. How did we get to this point?
What? How?
Was it just because I was mad at that
No,
woman?
we were talking about threshold because Tim was talking about how when you were in the vehicle with the lady and
Oh,
you were
right.
getting
Oh,
mad.
that's
The story
right.
We're
about
talking about your
the.
threshold for anger
Yeah.
and
And then I
taking
thought,
shit.
what's
yeah.
your threshold for us?
Yeah.
I
I have a
remember-
way higher threshold
Did you
for
call
you guys
Barrett?
than
No,
strangers.
y'all talked me out of it. I'm going to text him and be like, you awake?
Just call him. Just call. He's not
You
asleep.
up?
He's but he might be
He's
asleep.
not even. Guys, he's not.
He's playing
Batman for the
Batman
40th time.
Yeah, he's playing Batman probably. I'll check PSN.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Message him on PSN.
Yo, bitch.
Well, Joey,
Call me back.
I, for one, as arguably number 3, number 2, whatever, would like to thank you for your patience. You
He's
have
online,
with us. You're an integral
Wow,
part of
he's
this
trying to
office,
angle.
and we really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Joe.
thank you. I'm looking forward to see where I rank on everybody else's list.
Oh, we're not all
Oh
doing
no,
it.
yeah, no, it's just you.
No.
It was just you.
Oh, okay.
Unless Barrett is awake. then he can,
That's
then
fair.
he can call in and give us
We
his
just want
top.
to know who number 1 is.
Yeah, that's it, really, right? Yeah.
Just call
It's
him.
got to be you.
It's
That's
got
not
to be.
even a
Just call
question.
him.
like, I understand you're trying to get an out. Just
Kevin
feel like you
Hall.
aren't this
When
guy,
you
but
all
you're
are
this
saying
guy.
Text him like, who
When you
annoys-
all
I did
Text
text
him,
her,
like,
you
who annoys
awake?
the most? They're just like, hey, we're having a conversation. Who's your number 1 person that annoys you? Is it me? Is it Nick or Kevin or Greg? You don't annoy Barrett though. You never even talk to Barrett.
No.
I bet
He
I
opened
bet-
his mouth at dinner with G, and I was like, I know nothing about this fucking kid.
I bet you couldn't pick
I
Barrett
know
out
he
of the
wears
lineup.
hats, Cleveland engaged. That's it.
I feel like it might be a close call between Kevin and Nick because Nick perpetuates a lot of the jokes that Barrett's like, hey, maybe we don't do that anymore.
I have stopped.
No, you haven't.
Since Barrett literally, like, we have a thing in this office. So everyone knows. We've talked about this. We'll pull the curtain aside. If something actually annoys you, We have a policy where you walk
pickles.
over and say, I really don't like that joke. We stop doing it anymore. Sometimes it takes a while for it to get out of the system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to know a funny one about this?
I don't think we should.
We were in
'Cause you're
Vancouver.
basically
We were in Vancouver, or I must have been in Vancouver. Maybe it was the movie Avengers or whatever. And I was like, boss baby. And Jen's like, stop. He doesn't like that. I'm like, that's not true. Do you not like being called boss baby? He's like, no, I don't. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't know. I was like, it's a KFAF bit. I didn't hear.
There's a problem with Barrett though, that he needs to like something. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
needs to
Just
let
not-
something stick.
Yeah.
Well, to be
Because you
fair,
only get so many calls.
yeah,
of being
that's
like,
true. But I mean,
"Stop."
at a certain point, like Kevin doesn't like Milk Mommy, but it's just just stuck.
but
now
that's
he, but
different.
now
No,
he owns it.
I really
But now he
don't
owns
like it. But the FCFL thing has changed shit. Where it's like if that
It's
becomes,
empowering now.
It's empowering.
Yeah,
You
if
take
that-
it
It's
back.
taking it back.
if that becomes the thing, I'm gonna shave my fucking beard off, and we're doing Milk
no.
Mommy right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are.
no.
Milk Mommy 2.0.
Cool, Greg gave that.
We'll call it Milk Mommy 2%. 2.0.
Ooh, no, that's good.
Is that
That's
good?
real
We
good.
rewatched that video that Kevin had where
a great video.
Kevin sort of showed us the first time when we all walked in and we were like, oh my God, we shaved your beard.
God, it was the worst. It was the worst day of my life.
Hey, Barrett, it's Greg Miller from Kind of Funny Podcast. How are you?
Great.
No, we know you're sick. It's okay. We love you. I want you to enjoy your ramen, but we just had the annual, as you know, Who Annoys Joey the Most trophy recipient to Cool Greg because he annoys her the least. The question is then, we were just wondering how your list compares to her. Can you give me, of the other 7 people in the office, your top 3 in order from 1, or go 3, 2, 1, who annoys you the most? So number 3, who is the most annoying?
Wait, number 3. Number 1 is the most annoying.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying 3, 2, 1.
Why are you making this
Third
more
most
complicated?
annoying person in the
Let
office.
him answer.
Would 3 be the least annoying?
Yes.
And then 2 be the middleest annoying?
Yes, I want it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Think hard on this, Barrett.
Hey.
And
Love you.
is Kevin number 1?
God, Andy, you can't feed answers.
Because they were saying either Kevin or me, Barrett.
Nick, shut up.
Nick is number 2.
Yeah, such
Kevin
bullshit.
is number 1.
That's
Yeah.
such bullshit.
Who's number 3?
I don't know if there is a number 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kevin, 50-50. 50-50.
50-50. Let's
Oh,
talk.
he's still talking. But to be fair,
To be fair, I think the difference between the two is when Kevin is annoying to me, I think he has to be for us to get our jobs done. When Nick is annoying, he's doing it to fuck with me. So
Sounds like Nick should
I
be
don't know
number
if
1.
that helps.
But I feel like it's...
I really feel like Nick should be number 1.
But I haven't fucked with you in forever. Except for the Mr. Barrett thing. But that's more me messing with your dad.
Which is fine.
enjoy your sick day, Barry. We love you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Barrett.
For the record, when Tim got up, he just went only for us to the wall and banged on the wall.
That's so funny.
Number 3.
We should just do employee reviews as a podcast.
That'd be so good.
Oh my.
No, we shouldn't do employee reviews. We
God.
should do like the employees reviewing us as a podcast.
Oh, sure.
Like
Oh,
that when they
yeah,
do the opposite.
1,000%.
Like when they used to try to pull that shit at IGN and everyone's like, yeah, I'm going to give you real candid feedback, pair. That's going to happen.
I did.
Fran.
I did. I was
Did
like,
you?
drop the accent.
I was like, you're so
You
good.
know you're from Toledo. You know?
Oh, I
I
needed
do
that
wonder.
laugh,
I'm like,
man.
I do wonder, are we bad people?
No.
We?
Yeah.
We're not great
I think we just
people.
learned something, Nick.
We the royal weeds.
Realize what group you're in.
I won't lie.
Group that gets shit done.
We
Get
are
shit done.
bad people.
For the record, when I was initially number 2, there was a moment of, oh fuck, I got some life choices to look at. How am I beating Nick and being I think I'm not annoying at all. But fuck, I don't even talk to Joey that much.
I'm gonna take this to heart. I'm gonna take this to heart.
Wait, yeah, you're gonna double down now. You want to be number 1 in a year.
I mean, fucking can't be.
Heads up, everybody! I need 3 weeks notice when we're getting close to a year from now, so Joey can re-rank everybody.
Now I'm just gonna weaponize this list
love it.
and use it for my advantage to flop people in and out, depending on what I need in.
Totally.
a given
But you have to understand, at a certain point,
Oh my God! Please hang the whiteboard at your desk.
Yes.
And it's like
Just change
Joey,
things.
can you do something? And you turn with it. And I'm like, no, you know what? I got it. I'll take care of it.
You comfortable? You comfortable? I'm fine with it, but just know that at a certain point, I'll get tired of being number 2, and I'll start thinking if you can't beat him, join him. You know?
Joey, and if he doubles down, I gotta double down too. You know,
There's
what I mean?
a war of escalation coming, so just be aware of that.
Kevin doubling down. I don't even
Dude,
want
there
to know
are a
what
few
that looks
things
like.
that I think
Terrifying.
would cause Joey to quit. Kevin doubling down, I think would.
Pretty
Like, I don't even know if
I'm
doubles
rising in the
necessary.
ranks too. This is gonna be my year.
Heel turn.
Joey's sitting here in his corner, hits her with a chair.
Flicking shit at her.
Not like this. Not
man.
like this.
Who flicked something at me the other day and hit my glasses? That was
Oh.
you too.
Wow.
Hey, we already gave away the award. We already gave away the award. Now hold
not there
on,
anymore.
real quick. Lean back, real quick. Just so you know, remember we were at a lovely Wild Wings lunch. We were having a lovely Wild Wings lunch. We were having great conversations, great hypotheticals. I know you love a good hypothetical. Remember we were
did.
having a great
We
hypothetical.
didn't
What
go
if
to
we all
Tahoe.
ran away? So like again, remember what I said? I didn't expect it to actually hit you point blank in the class. I thought I was so bad it would hit you in the head or the body. I don't know.
You're a bully.
No!
Just a physical and mental bully.
I gotta bring up that ice thing you did the other day.
But that was just a Kevin.
You're going too far.
What was the ice thing, Kevin?
The truth is coming out.
What was the
right
ice thing?
Did you hear about
Kevin's list.
the ice
Wow,
thing?
Kevin's list, everybody.
No.
Kevin, what was the ice thing?
You grabbed a piece of ice and put it underneath the back of my shirt, and it went down. And I have an undershirt on that's tucked in, so I had to like take everything out. And it's like, I'm gonna get you back for that, you piece of shit.
It was so funny though.
So, but here's the problem with being in this office.
No, real second. What the fuck is
That happens, and then me and Greg are talking in the kitchen. Kevin takes the fucking butt ice, takes it out,
not a butt ice.
jettisons it across the fucking room. It did not
wasn't
hit
even-
me.
it wasn't
hit the
even
wall
close. It wasn't
very
even
hard.
close.
And I'm like, if that shit hit
Tim.
me, it would have hit me before it hit Greg.
Tim,
Knowing
I wasn't
Kevin.
aiming at the wall. I was bouncing it. I mean, at you. I was bouncing it off the wall to get it into the sink, which I nailed.
What I like, you know how much we all love the fan creations on Reddit or anywhere you want. Please take the audio of Kevin's recount of that and make it look like a 911 call. Because there was like and he did this. My wife's been stabbed. Put in a real 911 operator. Like, what's your emergency?
So clearly, we just need to have an airing of grievances every year, where we just talk about all
We
of
just
the
turned into
things.
amazing
year.
content. I don't know.
This sounds like a podcast that's weekly.
It's true.
There's so much
Podcast within a
shit, man.
podcast.
Yeah.
Kevin has gotten so much better with me. But
I also
at the
agree.
start, it was bad. Like, but
Hey,
Kevin
Andy,
has improved
Andy, how
so
about you
much.
shut your mouth, all right?
Yeah, he's improved so
trying
much.
to give you a compliment.
He's
I don't- it
improved
doesn't
so much.
feel like that way.
But we went out to
Doesn't feel that
lunch
way.
one day, and I told Nick and Tim, I was like, he will be the reason I quit. I said that, Kevin, and you've gotten so much better, and I appreciate that.
It's all right. I don't like
Do you take that back, though?
That's all right. Fuck you.
Now I'm doubling down.
Don't take it back? No. He still will be the reason?
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, no.
Now it'll be the 19 things we put in the Things for Andy Slack channel every day.
Yeah, there's a lot. I do want to bring up the hypothetical that you were
I'd
talking
love for you
about.
to do that, but first, let's hear from our sponsors.
Wow.
Because it was so good, because it was so seamless.
I mean, it's just a long time.
Yeah.
It just took a long time to
You
get to
didn't
the
even do
slides.
one last week.
No, that's not true.
You didn't.
No, I don't know.
I don't think you did, actually. Now that I
We
think
have a
of
good
it.
Here's
conversation.
the hypothetical. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings
Now,
yesterday.
before we start, what I want you to know is that I think you're a great person, and I'm the only one who thinks you have a heart. Go ahead.
It was me, Joey, Greg, and Kevin. Okay? We were having a discussion.
I'm picturing
It was Snowbike Mike's birthday.
Snowbike, woo!
And we were discussing, like, what if we just went to Tahoe right now? Didn't tell anyone else. We just got in the car and just
love
went.
that.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was Tuesday, which means there was party modes we had to record. There was a KFAF rehearsal we had to do.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, right? The question, the hypothetical we came up with is, at what point would you guys notice / care?
But who was involved in this car ride?
It was me. So
he started
there-
by explaining
There's many different wrinkles to it, but it would have been basically me, Kevin, Joey, and Tim went to lunch and never came back. We turned off our phones.
I mean, I think I speak for Andy and myself when I say heaven. Do you know what I mean? Like, how
You're not being serious.
great would this office be if it was just me, you, and Cool Greg?
At
And Barrett.
4:30, and you're like, we
Well-
still have to do this party mode, and Come on.
Oh, fuck the party
yeah, I
mode.
see
I
what
was just
you're
like,
saying.
let's just have fun. Well, Gia's still coming over. Let's do
see what
yoga
you're saying.
tomorrow.
I would look
Barrett
at it-
knows how to work the thing.
I
We're
would
good.
look at it immediately as well. Okay, so all your phones are off.
Yeah.
So you are.
so on brand that you have so much Cheeto dust on your fingers right now. Like,
Your fingers are red.
So you guys are like dead to us. So
And
we
he's like,
should be
oh,
worried.
my allergies are so bad, my eyes can tearing up. We're like, no, you moron.
Right? He immediately goes the you direction of worrying about us. Because I was making the case
No way he's actually
that Nick
worried.
wouldn't worry about us, and not because you're not worried about it.
I just wouldn't know you
just
were
in the
gone.
sense that you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, we're supposed to do party modes. Guess we're not doing party modes. Cool. We have Barrett to do rehearsals. Come in the next day.
Yeah.
See what happens.
It would be-
No way. All four of us are like, we're going to lunch. We're gone. You
Okay.
call me, no response to any of us. You call Jen. I was escalating. You call Jen, and Jen's like, I haven't heard from him. I don't know what's happening. Blah, blah.
It would be super easy. I would just log on to any social media platform and beat
there's
over the
nothing.
fucking head with a minute-to-minute picture of what you guys are doing in Tahoe.
There's
because you are
no-
so addicted to social
we're
media.
off
There's no
the
way.
grid.
It had escalated.
That would be shocking if that were the case. I would literally call Mr. Twitter, the CEO, and be like, what happened? What's going on? How come Greg's not tweeting? Are they just not getting through? Are you having a power outage at the Twitter office? What's happening with
Twitter's
Instagram? Did you finally decide that it's enough is enough?
Stop! I want to respond, but I can't break. I'm trying to act mad, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you guys went off the grid, and I would notice probably around like 6:30.
So, do you think you guys would have just done the KFA?
No, what are you talking? We had party modes on the calendar. We weren't back. I think during this actually. What the fuck is taking so long,
No,
guys?
me and
No
Tim
response.
are
You
on
call.
this-
What the fuck's going on? Nothing.
The second that I called every single one of you, and all of them went straight to voicemail, that's when I'd be like, oh fuck, like something happened.
I
Tim
don't
was
think
right
so,
about you.
man.
You suck.
I really think, and I'm not. This is not a shit talk. This is just a party mode. We can do them later. I really feel you'd
Oh, no,
be like,
we'd be
you know
like,
what?
we'll
I have an
just
excuse
reschedule.
to not do these right now.
At 4:30,
Fuck it.
none of you guys don't come home. I'm like, they're fucking with us.
Yeah, I feel
They're totally
like
fucking
the
with us.
result of fucking with you.
100%.
I'm too paranoid for
Here's
that
the thing.
shit.
No,
Thank you.
I'm not
We should have
paranoid.
fucking
I'm
done
not
it. We
paranoid at all.
should have fucking done it. This is bullshit. Everyone's gonna lie and be like they're a
I'm
nice
gonna say
person.
this. I'm gonna say
I'm
this.
too paranoid.
Sorry, cool, Greg. What's that?
If y'all didn't like take me with you, I'd be kind of pissed.
Sure, fair.
You
Okay, that's fair.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Okay, I would be the first instinctual emotion I feel.
Instinctual.
Fear.
I like it. Yeah.
Fear. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm the golden goose. I understand.
No, not because of that. I can sell a lot of stuff, and I've already in my brain. I'm like, I'll sell this wall. I'll be good for like a good half a year. I
That's great.
fear because I'm like, if,
We need to do there needs to be a KFA bit of like if this really happened and it's literally like you keep checking in like every few like
I
3
got it,
days,
I got it.
7 days, 13, and like one by one the panels are disappearing because
we're
you're
back.
you're
Yeah,
selling
we're
them.
just in like my living room now. We just got over to my empty dining room.
We have 3 of them behind us.
No, it would be fear is the first thing, and I would immediately look behind me. Okay, because me and Greg, we got a reckoning coming. Okay, I know I got it coming. That Nutter Butter video,
58K Club.
too fucking perfect.
58K.
I appreciate that's what you jumped to, not
Too perfect.
the screw over of Xavier.
Oh, that was the thing
Trust
too.
me, man. You
Yeah.
don't even know half of what you have coming.
Oh, I got it coming. So I would
and
just
I like
think,
to just let it go. Let it go.
yeah.
Let it disappear.
So I would just think to myself, they're gonna do something, and I would be like extra. I would hire Cool Greg to be my bodyguard, walk me into my car.
Mm-hmm.
I would make him like start the car for me just in case y'all are going to go really hard and blow up my car.
So you'll sacrifice Cool Greg.
He would do it. He would do it for
He
me.
would do it.
He's a fucking G.
So it's not even Cool Greg to take a bullet for you. Cool Greg would take a car explosion.
You want to be the mafia? You got to start at the fucking ground level.
true, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's what they said in Goodfellas.
Yeah, it's true. Also, I just know Greg. There's no way Greg's staying away from this for longer than like a week. He's coming back eventually. It's gonna drive him fucking
Wow.
nuts.
I can't believe it. You nailed it. You
Thank
nailed
you.
exactly
Thank
that
you.
Nick is
It's
a
gonna
dead
drive
inside
him-
human
It's
being.
gonna drive him
It's not
nuts.
that though.
Yes,
He's
it
gonna be a
is.
Judges Week next week.
It's
No.
not- here,
Guys, if I ever say I'm coming back to do a show and I'm fucking off the grid, no, call the cops. It is not. I flipped the car. I got hit because I was looking at my phone. All right, don't call the cops. Call Cool Greg's friends to come find me.
Greg, can you please slow it down? We might do this as a prank one day for the guys.
Well, no, I would never joke about this. I would never joke about this.
You call me
Yeah.
and tell you in the hospital. I'm like, bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
Pull a nurse over right now. Put her on the phone. And it's gonna say, the nurse is gonna go like this. Oh, we bullshit. I'm like, that's fucking Jack. That's fucking Jack.
Well,
my
here's
thing, Greg-
Dr. P. Ortillo.
Yeah, if you guys didn't show up for party mode recordings, I wouldn't take it as like, oh fuck, we don't have to record today. Like if all
would just
4
record
of
the party
you's
mode.
phone were off, that is like That's like my brain immediately goes to like a million different places.
What if we just weren't answering?
I'm like a
Phones are on.
If you
We're
just
not answering.
Well, how is that?
We
any
wouldn't
normal?
do that. That's so outside of all of me. Maybe not you, but me and Joey would never do that
Who
to
cares?
people.
It doesn't matter.
But it's
there's a
the
difference
prank.
between the phone being off and us just not answering,
yeah.
right?
If we just didn't
But okay,
answer,
like,
what
what,
happened?
oh, they're at the movies. Like, what?
But
I
if,
mean,
we just didn't answer, would you go into fear panic mode?
No.
Yeah, I still would because I would also be texting
It's
you.
so easy to say that
Because
dude.
all of you are so addicted. All of us have our phones all the time.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
if one
Now,
of
if
you
you didn't answer Slack,
because,
that would be
guys, it
disconcerting.
happens all the time. We go to lunch sometimes, and my phone is always silent. And sometimes there might be one time that Joey might call me for something, or Nick might call me, and I don't see it. So you call somebody else, and that person answers. But if all four of you are just completely not responsive, like my brain immediately goes to something happened.
That has happened to me with you guys, where it's like, oh, Nick, I'm gonna tell you what I want for lunch, and then I like call Nick, no answer. It's like, all right, I guess I'll text Tim, no response. I'll call Andy's there, Andy doesn't answer, and it's just like, all right.
But this is lunch.
that's different. You walked out. They walked out of the place 20 minutes ago.
But this is also 30 minutes into us going to lunch.
Tim and I just looked at each other.
This isn't like 6
we're
hours
purposely
later.
not answering our phone.
I'm telling you.
No, I don't think that's ever happened.
Which just sucks, because Nick, you tell me to call you.
No, I
Why tell me to
usually
call
say
you?
text someone for the phone for the thing, not me. I don't want to fucking do it.
But no, there have been times where we just straight up forget. I remember a time where like Joey put in Slack. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I see Joey's order, and then we left, and we got back to the.
That
I was
happens
like,
all
fuck,
the time. It sucks.
forgot
dude.
Joey's
that does
order.
not happen all the time. We always get you food,
happens
Kevin.
It happened to me one time too. It's
happened to me
Like
several
y'all went
times.
to McDonald's one time. I was real sad. Real sad.
We brought back nugs though.
I still think that Barrett would be the first one. His little ears would go up
Yep.
and be like,
The next
something's
day,
wrong.
yes.
The next day.
No, I think it would be that day.
No way.
It would be games
No
daily when people
way.
realize like we're fucked.
And that was the thing we jumped to, where it was that Tim's like, I think we find a games daily. I'm like, my wife would call every motherfucker. She'd call Snowbike Mike. She's like, where the fuck?
It's not about your wife though. We're
No, but
talking
that's
about
what I'm
them.
saying. If Jen
It's the
called
prank
me
on them.
and was like, "Hey, have you heard from Greg?" I'd be like, "Okay, I'm a little."
That's
now,
totally
now I'm a
different.
little.
Then it's real fear.
How do you think it's gonna be? We were off the grid. That was the
No, but
that
we
was the
would
thing.
rope them. We would
I think you're
rope the
missing the
appropriate people
prompt
into
here.
You
it.
don't get it. You
I think
always
I
gotta
did. I
break
don't think I
down
knew it was all about
hypotheticals.
Tahoe. I think it was like, what if this happened?
It was just a
No.
fuck
Then you
with them.
escalated
Yeah.
at one point. We're like, we bring all the wives and girlfriends. We're like,
I think
well,
that's
no, they're
helped
totally
explain
gonna
the
understand.
prompt to you.
Yeah, it's
Tell
so
them
funny.
we're on the exact
you
same
break
page.
down these hypotheticals where I was like, hey, what if we pull a prank on the people that aren't here right now? How long would it take for them to
And all
notice?
that Greg jumps from the people that aren't here right now is everyone else on the
Yeah, I
planet.
just meant work.
Yeah. Hey man, you know why? Because you fucking commit.
I'll tell you right now, if any of you fucking you guys go missing, we went to lunch and then you're not here for a podcast 4 hours later. I'm putting on the yellow vest, the little safety hat. I'm out there with some kind of stick.
on Instagram stories.
I don't believe
Yeah.
it. I say we
I
do
don't
it.
even know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. What's
Well,
the
I'm out there.
yellow jacket?
I'm out there. I'm
Like the
I'm
search
in the
party.
field. You know what I mean?
Search party.
Yeah.
See, there's another
First
key
off,
thing,
have we
though.
not all fantasized, Joey? Don't lie. Have we not all fantasized about being in a search party?
One of us going
Oh,
missing.
100%.
Kimberly!
And then we have, but that's the point.
Kimberly!
That's the part where we have
Maybe I'll find your tooth. Maybe I'll find
Jesus.
what is needed.
I'll crack the case. But no, but that's not the scene where we. That's not the main plot. It's the plot where we talk about like our childhood and how we lost Kimberly a long time ago. But it's like the B story. You know what I mean? Like we're talking and walking, and it's like, remember when old fucking Mr. What did we call it? Had this ice cream store.
When we
It was
watched
real
True
hot that
Detective,
summer.
we watched True Detective season 3. Yeah, and these people are walking through. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to walk through a field looking for somebody. It's
cool.
I think I'm doing something.
There's a key
Terrifying.
difference between who it is.
The
that
grappler didn't
disappears.
take him.
Because I feel like there's the key thing is Kevin it's Kevin plus one of you being gone that creates the chaos and the havoc. Because I can see Kevin being like, why don't we just do this thing? And then either one of you on any given Sunday being like, fuck it, we're doing it.
Here's
Fuck
the thing.
those guys, we're doing a prank.
Kevin,
I mean,
I don't.
like yesterday in Target, where it was like, hey, maybe we should go to Target, and you were like, I'm in.
Great call. Here's the thing, Kevin, and I love him. This isn't as an insult.
It's gonna
He's
sound
not
like
that fucking crazy. All right. If it was Greg Miller disappeared and there was like fucking riddles all over San Francisco, like that makes sense. Kevin, your example was, what if we go to Target? Like no. Greg's would be like, what if we kidnap a kid with their permission? You know what I mean? Like,
Because everyone knows a child of 10 years old can definitely give adult consent.
Yeah.
Sure, okay, sir.
Greg,
Scoop me up in your big arms.
I'm only where I'm at because enough people have been like, no, we can't get the chloroform. You know, we can't.
You can make
kidnap
that did
Alfredo.
come up.
No.
Kevin knew.
Now the record, it wasn't that you can't, like, you said it in the way, like, we can't get the chloroform. From what I understand from the story was, like, we can't get the chloroform. Like, they don't sell chloroform.
But the fact that Kevin has looked into it extensively to know that.
To get Alfredo.
The point that I'm making here is that I feel
To
like
break
Kevin
it
plus
up,
Greg,
Alfredo.
he could convince you to fuck it. Let's not go back and see what they do. And Kevin plus Nick, it could be the same thing. And I feel like both of you would
There's
have
no
the
way.
same
Nick's
reaction,
too much of a
which is
straight
they're
arrow.
fucking with me. You would jump to they're fucking with me
but here's
before
the-
they're
There's no
dead.
way I would jump to your fucking with you. You've given me too much. The insane Greg stories I tell, right? The jeans that I don't like wearing on my little body. You know what I mean? These guys, you're giving them too much credence, right? Like, again, even if you were like, I'm coming over your house at 7:30 and then you just never came over, I would be like, what the fuck?
But it's not
To be
that, though.
but to be honest, when it comes to me though, honestly, like real talk, not even bullshitting.
Cool G.
If you guys disappeared at 4:30 and we had a party mode scheduled for 4:30, honestly, do you know what I would think? I just didn't hear them talk about it. Everyone told me.
That's what I'm
fair.
saying.
I would just think, oh, I missed the conversation, like
Yeah.
I always do, and I would look in Slack and it wouldn't be there. And I'd be like,
Fuck it.
They just
I'm
had a
going
conversation
home.
when I wasn't paying attention. I was on email and I just didn't know.
Games
I would go
daily the
right
next
to
day.
bed. Next day I wake up and be like,
That
the
would not
one
happen to me.
wrinkle to what you said would happen wasn't that. You said Nick would go to angry Nick.
If he realized that we were fucking with him. If he
Ladies
got,
and gentlemen, I just might be a small
no,
town
if
pizza
Nick
lawyer.
jumped to, they're fucking with us, he'd be like, fuck this, I'm going home.
So yeah.
no, if I
way-
realize you're fucking with me, that's old Nick. Old Nick gets angry. New Nick gets even. Okay.
No,
You
no.
come
Both
back
of them
in.
go home.
Your chairs look. Yeah, no. But new Nick getting even is. I'm just gonna go.
That's
I'm
what
just gonna relax and go home.
exactly.
I'm gonna go home and have
We're getting burritos. I'm coming
burritos.
home.
That's all
Wait,
that's
to,
all gonna
to
happen.
follow this narrative that we like got to, it was when
This is a vindictive podcast.
well this was
This is like the most cathartic.
Andy
It's
being
cathartic.
like,
I'm done.
this started at like Andy's gonna be like, oh, we have to do a party mode. Oh, they're probably just fucking with us and not coming back to do the party mode.
I would never think that.
And then that's where we went from Nick to Nick. Andy, you're a fucking liar, dude.
I would never think
You're a
that.
liar.
He's a pure soul.
No,
We
but
should
I'm
have
not
definitely
done,
clear.
no, they have to
Improved
do
it.
their fucking jobs.
Thank you, Andy.
You don't think
Bullshit,
that
we
Nick could
canceled-
convince you that you guys just missed a conversation?
No.
You don't think
because
so?
no, because
No, Andy actually pays
because my
attention.
mind wouldn't go, oh, I must have missed it. I'm moving on. No, I would like text and be like, are we still doing party mode? Like,
And then no one responds.
there's tons of times that like it's been jolted in my head where. I mean, shit. I've come in late sometimes, but there's been times where like maybe Nick is running a little bit later than normal, and then Kevin will be like, "Nick coming in today? Because we have to do that thing at
It's true, that does
at
happen
noon."
a
And I'll be
lot.
like,
There was definitely a
I'm
time
pretty
where
sure.
I remember Cool Guy didn't show up, and we all it wasn't full panic mode, but it was like, well, fuck, let's shake some trees. Let's see
That's
what's
a
going on.
little different.
But that's-
if
it's all
Cool Greg disappeared for a day, I'd be
contextual
like,
here.
I'm freaking out. We got to figure this out. Because Cool Greg doesn't fuck with people.
The scenario that I'm talking
I've
about
never
only
fucked
works
with anyone to that
on
extent.
Tuesdays. It only works on Tuesdays.
Yeah, how's my mom doing?
When it's party mode and Camp AF rehearsals.
I got a phone number?
Because that's targeted.
Yeah.
It could be a Friday too.
No,
but then
I
that would
wouldn't
be-
go to their fucking with me because we don't have like a background like that where it's constant pranks, fucking impractical Joker style around here. Like we don't do that all the time. I think if we did that all the time and then this happened, then I'd be like, maybe they're fucking
An
with us.
escalation thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
we just don't
Yeah.
do that a lot.
We
Like,
just put ice in people's shirts. That's it.
I mean, they don't. I mean, I've never.
I would never do
You
that
just
to Andy.
venomed it.
But that's just like that's the sort of prank that I've never gotten. I don't know. Like
No, Andy, don't prank Andy.
I would immediately go to. Well, they're supposed to be here for party mode recording. They're not.
So what do you
What's
do
going
then?
on?
What do you do?
I would call and text all of you, and if you didn't respond, I'd be like, "What the fuck's going on?" And if another hour went by, I'd be like, "What the hell is happening?" And I would call and text y'all more. And eventually, after several hours, I'd be like, "Something's wrong." They're like nobody's responding to anything.
Bullshit, dude.
I swear, dude. I believe
Andy's
Andy.
now my
dude,
emergency
mind,
contact.
dude. Kevin, my mind. I'm walking
We
down to
should've
a
done
fucking
it. We
corner
should've
store at night. I'm like,
fucking
I'm gonna
done
get
it.
jumped right
I
now.
mean,
Like,
listen,
my
Greg.
mind immediately goes to,
take your shoes off?
danger and shit. Yeah.
Greg, I'll
What
be your
is
emergency
taking
contact if it's cool if I pick up the phone 4 days later and answer the message.
No, definitely
on
not.
Friday.
You would do that thing where you like do it on a KFA. Like, oh, what are you calling about it? Like, you remember that one time?
I'm in a hostage. I'm a hostage situation.
I'm in
Mr. Scarpino, Greg Miller's been involved in a terrible pizza-related car accident.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
It's taking you like take him off life support. Like, oh no, he just needs a ride home. Take him off life
Kill
support.
him. Just kill him. That's what he'd want. No, he's saying literally, don't do it.
Nick, don't do
It's a
it.
good episode.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, 4 best friends gather on this table, each bringing to talk whatever they want to talk. You know how it is. Come on now. Yeah. If you like that, go to patreon.com/kindoffunny. We're a
Excellent
couple of
outro,
bucks.
too.
Well, I mean, like, I still don't have a good one. You know what I mean? I feel
You
like
don't need one.
for so many shows I do, but like it is this table where, and it's like we talk about we just talk now,
We just
and
do
it's great,
talks,
and we
man.
love it.
We talk about what
Everybody,
we wanna talk.
hit me up, Twitter. What should be the after that part? I don't have a good answer for you. You know what I mean? I'm just a man.
You're just a man.
Just a man.
While you're at it-
If you like this show, go to patreon.com/kindafunny. You can get it early. You can get it ad-free. You can get it with a big old pre and post show. All sorts of bonus content. If you don't want to get it early, you don't want it without ads, and you don't want the pre and post show, no big deal. You can go to youtube.com/kindafunny and roosterteeth.com and podcast services around the globe each and every Friday. Get it there. Right now, we're going to do that post show. Find out what Andy's laughing about over on the Twitter.
KFAF.
The breakout that Barrett made.
Really, really great stuff today.
Yeah.
Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. My ears are still popping
What?
because I'm sick. I keep getting like, I gotta pop them.
My lip gloss is cool.
Well, the only way to pop them is to yawn. It can't be a fake one. I gotta really.
Panzer GS in the chat. Yes,
There it
KFAF
is.
does in fact have rehearsals that we do every Tuesday where we run through the show because we want to be professionals about it.
Yeah. We have a lot of bits and stuff that revolve around
A
Kevin
lot of
having to
technical
like
stuff.
do overlays and shit like that, so we just tech it out beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure audio
And,
isn't too loud and all that
yeah.
jazz.
We always do a full set rehearsal too, just so that we have everything on hand and
Yep.
are prepped for the quick turnaround that we do.
Panzer GS also says, who fantasizes about being in a search party?
The guy who
Generally,
the
serial
guy who
killers.
hates the way denim
I
feels on
don't
his leg.
fantasize about being in a search party as much as I think about how fun it must be to get jury duty and be on a cool jury.
Also true.
Terrible.
Now you're allowed
on a
to
cold
say
case.
Yeah.
You're allowed to say this, but you're not the pot calling the kettle black. You're literally like the ladle next to the pot. Where fucking Gia. For some reason, every woman in our age sphere obsessed with murderinos and all this shit. They're
like
all
it.
psychopaths. They all want to crack a
It's
case.
scary,
I'm not.
right?
There's a South Park episode
I think
about
she's
that.
crazy.
Dedicated to
I don't trust her.
to women like
smart.
fantasizing and sexualizing murder
Oh, yeah.
and shit like that. Yeah.
They love dudes that kill.
There's a South Park episode about it.
Greg,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kevin Coelho from kindafunny.com.
don't you think that if you were ever in like a search party scenario, there would be a lot of like stress of like, man, this kid's probably dead.
No, because I feel like here's
Well,
the thing.
yeah, that's a foregone conclusion.
Here's
I'm
the
looking
thing.
for a
Like,
body.
it's not.
Two-
It's not
I'm not
gonna be-
looking for fucking plain Legos in the middle of the
I don't think it's gonna be a-
Come on.
to put myself in Greg's shoes.
Yeah.
If you were to say, Nick, you and me, what are you doing later today? It's a nice autumn day. We're gonna bundle up. Maybe
It
get-
is. You know it's autumn in here.
You know what I mean? It's always autumn. The leaves are always just about to fall.
Yeah.
We're gonna get hot toddies. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go for a walk. What do you think, Nick? You want to go out for a walk, a wilderness walk with me? I say, yeah. You go, Nick, maybe we'll bring flashlights. Like, oh, that sounds great, just in case it gets dark. That's smart. Also, Nick, maybe we'll look for the disembodied fucking body of the 6-year-old.
No,
oh, okay.
why?
Well, at least
Why?
we're gonna have a good conversation, right? Yeah, definitely a good conversation. That sounds like a fun
I'd be
evening.
like, first off,
First off, Nick didn't go to Baird's engagement. You would not go on a walk with Greg.
If Greg invited me,
I believe if we had
my
cool
sister-in-law was in
woods,
town. If we had a guest in town,
if we had cool woods, Nick would go on walks with me.
because
You
I
know
would
what
think
mean?
like we're in Stranger Things. It would feel cool.
totally.
We have cool woods.
We have near
But
woods.
no, we
Actually,
have like
where-
California
where-
woods, which aren't bad. Which aren't
We're
bad.
getting lost in
but
those
they're
woods. I'm not
not.
going there.
Literally, what he's saying. When I'm envisioning me looking for Kimberly,
Yeah. Good. She has a name now.
I know she's earlier. I'm in a flannel, jeans,
There's cops around us that are wearing the funny hats.
maybe some Timberland boots.
You wildly laughing
you gotta be
is
careful.
made all the funnier because you have a big thing of spinach on your tooth.
That's great.
I just noticed it right now.
At the this one,
Yeah, it's still there.
Panzer
no,
GS
that
says
too.
a
That's
leisurely hike with light searching.
dude.
LOL.
At the meet and greet, literally at Vancouver, we had been going for about 2.5 hours. Got up to a kid, shook his hand. He's like, "Oh, took a photo." He's like, "By the way, you have something in your teeth." Like, motherfucker, really? I've been doing this forever, but I don't. You can't get it. Anyways, though, Timberlands, nice jeans, right? A flannel, and then the cool Greg vest. That X
Real mountainy.
yeah,
Real
exactly.
mountainy.
Well, I'm out there. I want to find Kimberly, and I want to be out there for a while.
here's
Probably
my
have a
question,
thermos of coffee. Hot toddies, no. I'm not gonna drink
Thermos
on
of
the
coffee
job.
with a little bit of Irish whiskey. Just Irish it up a little
Greg,
bit.
No, I'm not
I really think
Michael James says, poor Kimberly, Craig is the killer.
Yeah, 100%. I would know that too. I would absolutely know. I'm like, I'm with the killer, but he's really
Let
fun.
me
to
borrow
hang
your
out with.
vest for a second.
Also, do we get to wear the FBI parkas?
No, we're not in the FBI.
No,
but
like
search
maybe
party
they
parties?
like our performance so much they invite us out.
That'd be
10
really
years
cool.
later to find Kimberly.
They call you back because you were the killer, and they're like, "How did you do it?" And we need you to catch the next killer. Like, catch me if you can.
That's not how it works.
No, they don't do
You're
that?
so good at killing. Let's find.
Yeah, how did you do it?
Yeah.
We never caught you.
Here comes the flashlight.
Kimberly!
Yep. So, How's your back pain?
Sleeveless?
Greg,
No jacket?
Santa Fe.
Greg, this is cancer all over again. This is where you're like, oh, this is gonna be like, this will be fun. I'll play with my phone.
Yeah, it's not like that.
I don't want it.
If there's a search party, you're gonna be really stressed and sad.
No, because it's not.
telling you.
Oh, I was being naive about it?
Yeah.
Sure, probably.
No,
yeah.
because
that's
we're
why it's better. Sometimes I see him on the news and I'm like, maybe I'll fly out there.
Because
and just
we're-
do it. I have no
All right,
connection to
that-
town.
exactly.
That
We're
might
just-
work out. That might work out.
I'm like,
what I'm
let's get some
saying.
podcast material.
In this fantasy, we're just donating our time to someone we don't really know because we're good Samaritans and we like a good hang. You know? What are you gonna do? You gonna work out tonight? Yeah. You want to go look for a dead kid? Yeah, sounds fun.
Think about it this way, Tim.
It sounds fun.
Tim, I'm about to get you in on it, right?
I don't know that you
I'm about to get you in on it. I'm about to get you in on it.
Special dead kid style Jordans.
No, you can't wear Jordans.
It
out.
is a lovely fall.
Yeah.
Middle America. Iowa. If we're lucky, Missouri. All right?
Any of this is gonna sell me.
You, about 700 miles short of your United Gold
just saying
status or
words?
whatever. Me and Nick are like, hey, Tim,
You want some more points?
Kimberly's missing. Again, Iowa,
on the
Missouri,
plane.
if we're lucky. Come on with us. And I got these pair of Timberland boots for you. You're going to tell me you're not going to come out there with a thermos with me? Huh?
There's not a chance.
I not guarantee Tim would not do
not
this.
a chance.
What if
nothing
I
to
told
get
you
in.
there's a
I
local
would
radio?
search for this dead kid, maybe, if it was in my house.
There's
And even then, you'd have Kevin come over and look for the fucking.
I was saying that.
Even then, Kevin would get the call.
Kimberly's
There'd
here.
be 30 people in your house looking through and they'd be like, Mr. Gettys, can you please
Can you
help us?
please
He'd be
just
like,
get up? I'm installing an LED light in
do you
an
understand
LED
it's
light.
11:45 a.m.?
You're an idiot.
LED light and an LED light.
Where does Nick rank on your annoyance list?
No, I don't. My annoyance list. I don't think I have an annoyance list.
Oh shit, you're a lying piece of
I
shit.
have one person on my
No,
annoyance
no,
list.
Nick
There
is
it is.
definitely on there.
It's not. No, not annoyance. Like
Nick annoys the shit out of you.
no, he doesn't.
I think I don't
It
annoy
doesn't
you
annoy
so much
me.
as I distract you.
Concern list. I would have a concern
Frustrate.
list or a frustration list. I'll give
That's
frustration.
the same as annoyance.
No,
you
it's
piece of
not.
Shit. I
No,
hate
because
you.
you're also on frustration. Like that's a different thing.
Yeah, obviously.
I would say more.
Yesterday when Tim left work, he's just walking through just to leave, and Kevin goes, "Oh, what the fuck's with it?" And then Tim was like, "Stop!" And Kevin wasn't even trying to like make
That's
anybody
just
laugh.
like a normal Tuesday.
Yeah.
One day this company's going to be like 50 people and that's still going to happen.
Oh, it's still gonna be Kevin,
It's gonna be a
dude.
walkout.
And
It's not gonna
me
be
and
good.
Tim have a special bond, all right?
No, not like that.
That was something I thought I almost called out, but I was in another aisle yesterday at Target when Kevin's like, blah, blah, blah. And Tim's like, what are you talking about? And Kevin's like, you never heard this story? And I almost yelled from the other aisle, like, there's no possible fucking way that's true. There's no possible way you guys have been together this long and haven't heard every one of these stories.
Dude, the other day I was like, I hate pineapples. And Tim's like, wait, what? You hate pineapples? And it was like,
Well, that's because he doesn't
fuck
care or
out.
listen to you. That's fine.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, he's tuned you out.
You wear a
long
shirt
ago.
that's like, I hate pineapples. I've seen it.
That someone made for me.
Yeah, but it's
I know.
ironic.
And he was like,
'Cause you
"Oh,
love pineapples.
No, but it was a pineapples on pizza thing. It was some people hate.
One of the
You
pineapples.
are like you are Ghost and he's Jon Snow. And that's the
I just
connection you
don't
guys
wanna- I
have.
don't
Where it's
wanna
like,
pet him.
That's so
I
sad.
don't want to pet him.
That's so sad.
I love him, but I don't want to pet him.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
no. So here, the problem. One of the things I hate most about Kevin, which is God, what a statement.
God, I wish I had a Nerf gun right now.
this is why you don't.
It is the amount of times he'll be like, you didn't know?
Yeah, no, that's a
blah, blah,
problem.
blah, 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 whatever the fuck it is.
How did you not know this?
No, I don't know.
That I hate pineapples? It's like my number 4 thing I talk about.
It's true.
Kevin,
Number
what are the
one,
other three?
the Leatherman.
Oh, I love this fucking
Number
leather.
two,
love
all
Number
three of his cards.
The switcher.
Number
Everything's
three,
about the
the
switcher.
bear.
Yeah. Oh, the bear. The
I
Wanderlust
love
bear.
the bear.
I'm not-
The switcher breaks a lot.
I'm sure Jen's pretty high on my list outside of being the grabbler and kidnapping kids. You know what I mean? Like,
So it is you.
Well, no.
No, he just kidnapped her, but he didn't. He's not the one that murdered Kimberly. Kimberly was murdered by someone else.
I talk about the grabbler kidnapping kids.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's a cool.
Again, he doesn't want to, but he's not above it.
Here's a cool story.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say a cool story, a cool like movie plot for like a sequel in the future,
Sure.
where Kimberly goes missing, right? And the grabbler
Kimberly's
is
dead
then
in the
hired
We don't
to kidnap the person who killed Kimberly.
That's really good. That's
Yeah,
really good. It's
yeah.
like Glass at the end where they're like, oh man, this reminds me of that other guy who kidnapped a guy, and they're like the Graveler, and it's Stogie. He was it's the first time Stogie said anything but Stogie.
Camera comes around, Stogie.
You said Stogie different every time. You do it.
This is the sequel.
It's like I Am Groot. It's like I Am Groot.
You know how they get the guy back, but they're always just a little fatter and their hair is just a little more thin.
Yeah.
They just don't. They can't find the character ever again. Mostly talking about Ghostbusters too.
Kevin Kennedy says, "Who is Kevin's number one?"
Oh yeah, who annoys you the most, Kev?
Oh, definitely Kevin.
Annoys me?
Definitely
In the
Kevin
office, who
himself.
annoys you the most?
Or is the list who does Kevin enjoy annoying the most?
That's,
No,
That's a different
That's
list.
a different
There's
list.
many lists here.
That's any given day that could change for Kevin. It depends on who's
I
in
mean,
eyesight.
if I'm
and
being
it's him
honest,
first.
like Nick annoys me the most. But that's just because he's such an old fogey, and it's so upsetting that like he's kind of proud of it. You know,
Just kind of,
We're like
bro.
he'll say stuff, and we'll be like, no, and he'll be like,
The thing is, okay, all right.
I was reminded of this
it-
story the other day when somebody in my chat mentioned Joe Budden. It was the week that Joe Budden and Migos were
Got in a fight,
feuding
yeah.
at the whatever I forgot what award show it was. And Nick had no idea what was happening, but heard from here and there. And said, so wait, so Joe Biden is fighting Moses? Joe Biden hates Moses or something like that, and it's just
Oh
like
my
that's such a
God.
Nick thing, dude.
Yeah.
so good.
I will admit that
I
occasionally.
want the Nick Twitter bot. We need it.
Oh, don't do that.
I don't think it's gonna.
It's not gonna work.
No, Nick doesn't tweet
Anytime
all the
anyone
good
tries to
things
write
he
in my
says.
voice, it comes off. Just
No, the Nick
dumb.
Twitter bot should be when
That's
we
what it is,
tweet
Nick.
things that he says.
Why don't you just
And that's
tweet
really
things that I
hard.
say? It's even funnier.
We do, yeah.
I know, I love it.
Because
We
you
do.
you said something the other day, and I started typing, and you're like, "Fuck you, Andy."
I just knew. Because I say
That
something
happens a lot.
and you look over me and then you grab your phone. I'm like, fucking put that phone down.
Wait,
Put that
that's the
stupid phone
thing
down.
is someone out there smart enough to make a bot that can only find tweets that are quoting things Nick has said.
That'd be
Dash at Nick_Scarpino. Because we've all done it.
But we do it differently.
Well, we just need to figure out how each
Well,
of
yeah,
us
you
do
put
it.
an H in Nick for some
We'll
reason.
put Chloe on it when she's
Yeah, because
there.
that's the thing. You can't if you were to
put
do
an
a
H in
Nick
there.
Twitter, I don't tweet that much.
Exactly.
Shit. I don't.
Yeah.
Tweet, and if I do, it's usually a quote tweet with that's something dumb.
But
Anyway,
if you find our tweets of things you say,
Oh, man.
then we'll get the gold.
The one thing, so let's end on a serious thing. The one thing I wanted to bring up on the podcast, talk about, but we'll do in the post show. Punchline's closing.
yeah.
I saw. Not only did I hear the thing on Twitter about it, or a subreddit when somebody put it up, and then I got a press release from that.
I saw
Yesterday,
that.
you and I
Thank
were
for
talking
forwarding
about.
that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, that's really really sad. We got that information yesterday. Actually, Cool Greg actually told me first. He was like, my boy
yeah.
Ruben saw the story,
The night.
and I was like, okay, well, find me the link because maybe they
don't trust
confused or
Ruben,
something.
got it.
No, they don't trust Ruben. It's just maybe
Definitely
he misunderstood
don't-
it or
you don't
something.
trust Ruben.
Because I was thinking to myself, like, how could fucking Punchline, this historic club that's been around for 40 years, possibly close? And the answer is San Francisco rent. That's how it can close.
There's a Twitter going around. Save the punchline.
I mean, the Punchline, they're going to just
At
move
save
to
the
another.
punchline.
They're going to just move
Will
to
they?
another location.
I know they say that, but will they?
I'm with you.
Or will
The-
it be in the city? No.
Well, it has to be in the city, otherwise, what's the point? And I think that there's one or two things that can happen. One, they look for a new place and try to have as little overlap of like dead time as possible. Or two, they just go, why do we need two clubs? We have Cobb's. It's the same owners. So why not just keep Cobb's open and book people there and that's it? Because eventually, I mean, Cobb's is like a space that's like 4 times the size of Punchline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sad because no matter what happens, if they leave that space, it'll just never be the same.
Yeah.
And I was talking to the director of Waiting for the Punchline because I told him today and he was like, oh, it's really sad. But I'm like, it's crazy to think that stage, I mean, maybe the stage makes it over, but that space,
It won't be the same.
It's just not going to be the same. And it has such an interesting energy and it's such a great room and it's so intimate. And that's why people like Dave Chappelle love it so much.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like this venue for comedy is, I've only been there twice now.
Yeah.
And both times I'm just like, holy shit. Like this feels intimate and well lit and produced in a way that like it feels like professional stand up. Whereas Cobb's, you said it earlier, kind of feels like just like the generic Starbucks.
Yeah, it's like the rinse and repeat chain comedy club like you would think of, and that's not a knock against Cobb's. Cobb's has great headliners, stuff like that too, but it's just like it's very modern. It's very much like, you know, it doesn't have that layer of classicness to it that Punchline has.
Sure.
Where you can feel you're like it just feels like an old, like you're part of that history. Whereas Cobb's just feels like a brand new club that you're like, all right, well that's cool. They put up these everything kind of matches and looks good.
Yeah.
Whereas like Punchline, the fucking curtains, there was a fire in the kitchen and the curtains got smoke inhalation and they just never put the curtains back up. They just never put it back up. Now there's a brick wall there and you're like, oh, that brick wall looks cool. But that's how it goes.
That's sad, but I'll be interested to see what happens. But I just don't hold out hope they'll actually find a spot.
I hope they do. And I hope that the management continues because there's a lot of comics, myself included, who have put a lot of time and effort into getting through the system there and developing through that system.
Sure.
And if Punchline goes away, it's going to take half of that development process away. Like it would have been, I'm not going to say it's all for naught because I learned a lot and I made a lot of friends and got a lot of great experiences out of it. But the SF, the Sunday Showcase is where comics go to develop and try to get past through the club system. Cobb's doesn't necessarily have that. They have an open mic, but it's not, that system is not in place. So they're going to have to figure that out if they want to keep up and coming local talent coming through the doors.
Man.
It's really sad.
It is sad.
I know. Fuck SF and because
Fuck San Francisco. That's why we're moving, right?
Fucking greedy ass landlords, dude.
Joey, where are we moving to?
Can we just stay here?
Okay, sure. Joey wants to stay here. Okay, sure. Now you want to go, Andy? Where do you want to go, Andy?
Let's go to Italy.
Oh fuck! All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
International was on the board.
Yeah, I didn't know that's
So did
possible.
Fiji.
International. Where?
Fiji.
Fiji. Like
Some
the
sun.
water.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the internet's
Beach?
probably not good there.
Oh, you're right. You're
Ladies and gentlemen,
definitely
we're
right
gonna keep
about
debating where we're moving. Kind of funny. We're not. Don't worry. Anytime soon, at least. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's the post show. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.